There we go, boys. We're fucking in. How is everybody doing today? It's been such a long wait since our last Godbound stream. For VOD watchers, you'll never know how long it's been since the last Godbound stream. Totally hasn't been less than 24 hours. But we got this shit in. And it's gonna be a fucking good time. God. I can promise you all. So, you boys know what that means.
It means I'm tired.
Exactly. It means we're tired, we're cranky, we're shitting, we're pissing. Derogatory. Let's go.
So, where we left off fucking 20 hours ago, last time we were playing this game, you had just met with the paladins of the church. You got your missionaries back, thankfully. And then you're going to investigate the weird demon worship sightings nearby. So you chatted up the head paladin there. And they gave you a mule for your journey with a handful of potions on it.
It no longer exists. The potions have been distributed.
Yeah, I actually haven't written the potions. Oh my god.
You gotta give them the potions, boyo.
Yeah. Oh, who do we get the potions to, by the way?
I suppose one each, because the only two who they apply to are the two boys who are there with me, right? I don't know how many potions they gave me. They gave me what, 2 potions? Or one for all of us. Well, yeah, I would think that they would have assumed one for each of us. So that I'll just.
Well, they know you're a Godbound, so.
Oh, I guess 3 then.
No, they might get like 4 still, because it's good to have good few extras. But it's very dangerous. So I would say it's 2 health potions.
Yeah, just 2 health potions each.
Put in their treasures.
Give them a little sippy sip. Give them a nice Gatorade for the trick.
All I gotta do is I gotta make sure never to give your boy Azeroth an item to increase his HP, because he'll become God.
That is correct. Wait till we hit up a next level, and then bam, boom, bada bing, bada boom.
What's he gonna get next level? Oh yeah, Wizard's Wrath.
Wizard's Wrath, and just be able to hit everything like a truck. He's gonna become an absolute monster to mobs and men.
I'm gonna send an enemy at you that has Wizard's Wrath, and have them turn to an artifact with Wizard's Wrath on it.
Oh my god.
And you're gonna stare at it for like a solid 30 seconds.
Stare at it, look over at Cole and go, "Here you go, boy."
You mean Azeroth?
No, because he's gonna already have it by then.
Well, no, that's the thing though. Because if he can get it for free, then he doesn't need to take it. He can get a different ability.
Oh,
like
I guess. Yeah, sure.
Could you imagine Azeroth with Divine Smite?
Alright.
Or Sneak Attack, or fucking Rage?
Alright, let's stop shitposting. Let's keep it moving.
If you want to stop shitposting, the end of the stream, because this entire game's a fucking shitpost.
That's true. That is true.
Alright. Creepy music playing. We're all good to go.
Yo.
You set off on your journey. Up the hill. Towards the decrepit, destroyed fort. Well, it's like it used to be owned by a lord, so it used to be quite nice. And this wall around it has since crumbled. And the land around it now has been corrupted. The soil and grass has turned a sickly, blackish purple color. The plants will start to die, and you feel an eerie sensation at all times.
As one does.
You can feel it crunching under your boots as you walk the path, prepared at any moment to strike. Because the last time you fought something like this, these damned parasite god bullshit, you're but a fledgling Godbound like 3 months ago. Damn, I guess it could have been like half a year. Damn.
Huh?
In game, I think it's been like almost half a year.
No, I don't.
It's been like 4 months.
Fuck, man, it has been. Damn. The time. the timeline. What do the numbers mean?
Numbers, Mason.
Exactly.
I will give you a name eventually to make everyone live in terms of how long they can live and make them immortal.
We're gonna end up having birthday sessions. It's like,
yes!
Oh, by the way, I know we're in the heat of this battle, but tomorrow is my birthday.
Tomorrow's Azeroth's birthday.
I would like to celebrate it by slaughtering these men for you, master. It's like, oh, you.
That is a very Azeroth thing to do. Anyway. But you have grown since you last fought them. Stamp a little prouder, your newfound your confidence in yourself and your abilities and your companions. You don't even need Chant and Hans this time to protect you. All you need is Steve and your boys.
Yeah.
Cole and Azeroth.
They're starting to
The
really
one
get
who-
outdated, to be honest.
What, Chant and Hans?
Yes!
I'll upgrade them, don't worry.
Nah, it's just because they don't do enough damage comparatively. Now they're the weak boys, but they have lots of health, I'll tell you that. They have a lot of health.
Yeah. I'll probably, upgrade their stat blocks, since they're higher health and all that.
That's fine.
Well, because you're based off a lower health stat block.
Oh shit, yeah, they would transform into different races. Like different undead races. I would just have to recreate them.
I could look a few more, maybe extra attack or something. Probably not that actually, because even your other companions don't get that just until level 5. Anyway.
Well, yeah, but we can always I can always reforge them into better undead because they are high enough level now that they should be able to.
Yeah. Anyway, so as you walk your path, Ezroth, he has a sword out already, kind of keeping it low ready to just crush anything that comes forward. Cole, he's gripping his staff. You can feel he's a little afraid, as he can feel the energy all around him and how horrible it is. So he's gripping his staff tight. You see his eyes kind of darting around. He kind of has a grip on his magic at all times, ready to just blast anyone he needs to. Steve, you see one eye is closed as he watches the sky with one eye and walks, seeing still with the other. Let me get the...
I'm gonna look over at Azeroth, Cole specific, because Cole's the one who's kind of freaking out a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look over at Cole, put a hand over on his shoulder as we're walking, and I'm gonna go, calm down, Cole. You'll be fine. This will be a beautiful challenge for us. But do not fret. I've taken down one before. This will be no different.
He looks like you can see him shaking. But what if it's one stronger?
Oh, it will be.
He gets even more scared.
I'm gonna look at him and go, remember, you're wearing the remnants of one already. Do you have faith?
He nods as he kind of, you see him looking down at the glove.
Then we shall gain another. It shouldn't be too hard. Hard and challenging, yes, we may very well get heavily injured. Though, do not worry. You are a mage. Let myself and Ezrath take the front lines.
Once more he nods at you. He looks a little unsure because he's a little more steady now. He's not shaking as much and he's standing a little bit straighter.
Nice. I'm just gonna keep on going.
As you continue to walk, getting closer and closer, you finally get to the gate. That was fucking perfectly timed.
Oh yeah, holy shit. The background music, man. The random spooky ghoul noises. Perfect.
But as you get there, you can see ahead of you, can feel the presence of something. As you see both his eyes just fly open as his eyes start around. You can feel a presence closing in on you.
I'm gonna look over at Steve because he's the one who has a fucking eye in the sky.
What he's about to say. He looks to you and says, I'm not sure what they are, but there's some kind of strange beasts fast approaching. Prepare for combat.
I will nod and assume the position. Just go ahead and have my staff ready, looking out in front of us. I assume we all kind of form a combat circle, like a huddle.
a horde of demons, essentially. Converted, instead of being like, golems made of earth or infected humans, these ones are infected beasts, wolves, deer, anything. Now their forms twisted. They're standing on their hind legs. You see their hoofs or front paws now turn more monstrous. Long claws, dripping with same black liquid you've seen before. As they stare at you, their eye is glowing. They prepare to charge at you.
I'm guessing that's the cue for initiative.
Yes, it is. Well, I can do this if you want, but like, just,
Hey, let's go. Success.
Hey,
Let's go. All right. I'm going to, Pong seeing it, I'm going to go ahead and thrust my arm to the left. Go ahead and coat my entire forearm with just this black snickering lightning and shadows as I rush forward. Time to hit this horde with a mighty attack. What is their AC?
4.
I swear to fucking God if this doesn't hit. Let's go! Alright, so that is 18 damage.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming it's a horde, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's 18 damage. As I will go ahead and heal up to my max. My wounds finally closing as I rush into the horde, jumping basically punching a hole clean through the fray. As I go ahead and also, by the way, 8 damage for Frayed Ice. I will combine these 2 attacks in this description. As I rush through the, as I rush through the front line of the hordes, grabbing beasts, ripping their throats out, and tossing to the side, putting my staff in front of others, as lightning concussive blasts push individuals back and damn near incinerate others. As ones that jump up into the air, I just simply sink my shadow-covered fingers into their flesh, draining them much like a raisin, as their blood kind of courses down my hand, up my arm a little bit, and then just turns into like a powdery magic. As my wounds begin steaming around me from our previous encounter, way back with the last horde. As I quickly, remaining inside the fray, blasting away and slicing through the others. That is where I remain. But yeah, that is a grand fucking total of...
Don't forget your Frayed Ice, by the way.
That's what I told you.
How much damage is that again?
We do some quick maths. 18 plus 8, that's 26 damage total.
I have a calculator going for how much HP they have. Because it's just easier for this. Because there's a certain amount of HP that they can have that once they get above it, I'm just going to put a calculator instead of just manually doing their HP.
Fair enough.
But just assume at this point that they are just around you.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
That's why I just said I barrel in, because they're going to do this anyway, so might as well be in the middle of it.
Yep. Just don't worry about what ability I gave them.
It's probably built like water, but it doesn't matter.
Next would be
Steve. Steve is going to go ahead and put his hands together as he just snickers a ball of lightning in between as it condenses into this black sphere, perfectly smooth, with just flickers of arcing black lightning across his hands as he thrusts them out, his wizard's cloak billowing out to the side, a massive beam just boom, 10 damage. I'm sorry, not 10 damage. It is because it is an auto. It's an auto hit, but it is an auto damage. 7 damage.
Yeah.
Just a fucking beam just cuts through a line of them.
Over a quarter of them are dead. You're doing pretty well ripping through them so far. Next would be... what's the command to... I'm just gonna flip the coin.
I mean, it does. I would think Ezerath would go next.
Well, I'm just gonna... 1, Ezreal, 2, Cole. Ezreal's going next. Oh, because it's kind of toss up. They both have real. Actually, Azeroth actually has lower decks by a good margin.
Yeah.
Because Azeroth has like 9 decks, whereas Cole has a fucking. Cole has 14. Anyway, I'll have Azeroth go next. He not wanting to, he doesn't want to make his battle take too long. So well, it's 6 months per scene. Okay, so he uses Mountains Wash Away, 3d8. The usual fucking bullshit. Wow, he rolled really low on that.
But that's still 6 damage.
It's what most people do. So he kind of grips his sword. It gets imbued with magic and imbued with water as he slashes it out into the forest, sending shards of ice at them.
Nice.
Before grabbing it both, two-handed, as he proceeds to.
Let's see. 9 damage. Let's go. 9 damage.
As
Let's go.
Brings it down to a wave of he shatters around forward. You see one get killed by that first smash, but then it starts gushing out water, killing all those around it. Before you have the sword back out of the ground again, placing it back on his shoulder. Being prepared to fight again if need be. How much has there just been auto hit shit?
Yeah, because this entire team is based around auto hit.
It's
The entire team is based around auto hit.
So your boy doesn't gain his spell slots back like everyone else does effort, so he's not gonna cast spiritual weapon this time.
No, but he does have infinite power.
I love how it's just infinite scorching ray.
It is.
You can literally have someone who's a level 1, not hasn't even taken advancing caster, just takes that and they're good.
Yes, you're completely correct. Yes.
Oh my god! Oh, it's a fucking hit too.
Nice.
Nice.
To be honest, we should have probably picked a feature that was of his level instead of just being, you get a feature from a different system and then bam, just picks.
That's the point of the hero. I'll think about changing it after this one, but it's already super strong. I know.
It's stupid
It's gonna
overpowered, but it's really fun. So I don't think there's any reason to change it.
True. I can make someone resistant to fire or something.
That's true. If
He's a massive one-trick pony, so
he is a massive one-trick pony. You're right. He does have a damn.
He does. If he hits, I'm gonna give him. Okay, there's an ability in luck that acts like portent, so you can save a roll. So if he misses, you can just make it a hit.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me just quickly add up all the fuck off damage you just dealt to the enemy.
That is 11, 13.
Don't worry. 24 damage.
Wow. Holy shit, dude.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest here. I gave them 100 HP. I thought that would have been enough.
They're dead.
Not quite, but it's really fucking close.
100 hit points for a mob, easy.
The last one had 60! Yeah. And it took you a couple turns. This one is died in one!
Because we all hit, dude. That's all that matters.
It's true. So, he's gonna raise his staff up, one hand behind the skull, as he draws out red energy from it. Snaps his fingers, comes 3 balls of energy. He points them forward. As all 3 fire out in thin lines, he just waves his finger across and just cuts all of the demons on one side down. Just in an instant, they're all just gone. A couple trees also falling down too, as he does that. Now it's their turn.
They're still alive?
Yep.
How many of them are left?
A bit more than a quarter of them are left.
Oh my god, okay.
But that does mean they still do get full attacks, though. They don't get, doesn't go down because they lose HP.
That's true, unless you shrink them. But yeah.
So, do you know what's about to happen?
Fuck me up, Buttercup.
So they're all around you, so all of you get attacked.
Automatically.
Okay. But like water.
Automatically.
You know it. Don't worry, they don't have the full, 3 attacks, 1d10 plus 2 like the other ones. They're a little bit weaker than that. Anyway, so first things first, Voss. Being the first one that jumped into the fray and started to attack. 2 damage.
Disgusting. Get out of here. Easy. I can heal. I'm gonna heal that next turn because I'm pretty sure blood like water makes it so you auto hit whenever.
Yep, they're fucked. They are.
Yeah, no,
100%
I'm
fucked.
healing that right back up.
You know, by the time you hit level 5, the models are gonna have like 1,000 HP, right?
Probably.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to do that eventually.
Well, I mean, not necessarily. It'll just be like resistances or this, that, and the other.
Resistance is plus 1,000 HP, and they'll die in 2 turns.
I don't know.
By level 5, they will. Trust me. Anyway, though, next will be Steve. 2 damage. 3 damage to Steve. Next is ya boy Azeroth. Please don't do high damage. Azeroth takes 2 damage. Oh wait, also he gets actually wait, let me check something from earlier.
You said 3 damage to Steve?
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's half so. Okay.
Azeroth takes 2, so he loses 1 actual HP because he has the HP from Lived On.
Oh, that's right,
Yeah.
he does.
Yeah, I went back and checked if Cole would have hit with Lived On. He wouldn't have still.
You know, I completely forgot that, you know.
Yeah, it happens. I remembered this, it's fine. Anyway, oh no. Oh my god. Fucking Cole. Oh my god, Cole.
I mean, it's just 2 attacks, right? Or is it...
He just took 4 damage.
Oh, he's fine.
He only has 5 HP.
He's fine. He's fine. He has a health potion.
He has a +1, so he has 2 HP left.
Put those big boy pants on. Drink a health potion.
Anyway, though, so, yeah, that is the end of their turn. Back to yours. Do you wanna, you're gonna them?
I'm surprised you didn't describe any of the combat against the NPCs.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
My brain fried for a second. Okay, yes. So, so they rush with fanatic fury. Oh, totally unexpected. One dashes at you, bring both hands up, slashing down. You jump back thinking you're safe. Let me get back to the top of the damages for real quick so I can see, okay, yeah. She slashes down. You're able to dodge it, so it's you know, maybe throw some pebbles at you or whatever, but generally you're okay at that one. Second one dashes in and slashes at you, clawing at your arm. You feel pain as blood drips down your arm. Another one pounces onto Steve. Just slamming into his chest, him to the ground. Steve's able to kind of push him off and stumble back to his feet. As the second one jumps out, bringing its claw down, slashing his torso. He is, like I said, half HP, so you can see him kind of like unsteady on his feet as he's having trouble starting to focus. Next, Azeroth. Only taking 2 damage. You can see the golden barrier. Oh, but don't forget to give the 1 HP to Steve as well. I'll make sure you do this for Steve. Good. The first strike being slowed and stopped by a golden light defending him. But sadly, the second strike rings true. As he's able to dodge back, but it still managed to claw him in the leg. He's gonna kind of flinch and huddle down a little bit. But the one who takes the most damage is Cole. You can see his golden reinforced shield brought up, but he gets swarmed by too many of them. The shield shatters as he gets a bite taken off a bite of his arm. Nothing gets removed or pulled off or anything, but you can see it profusely bleeding as he takes a claw straight to the stomach as well. You can see him kind of fall down to one knee, holding himself up with the staff. And that is the end of their turn.
Okay.
Give him health.
So what I'm going to do is magic attack. Nice.
Well, why'd you roll?
Oh, right, I don't have to.
Blood like water.
That's right, I don't have to. I never mind. Well, I would have hit anyway. Yeah,
We're
so...
doing double damage now?
Question, well, I don't think it does double damage, does it?
No, I'm kidding. That's something in the voice. Doing double damage? How much damage was that?
That is 18 plus 8. That is a grand total of
24.
Once again 26.
26. Not dead yet.
Not yet. Okay. So basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dash on over, rip the beasts right off of fucking Steve, and say not off Steve, off of Cole and around him, as I bring. But are we currently in nighttime at the very moment?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm then going to fly upwards for like a solid like 5-6 feet, as my cloak kind of billows around me, as I raise my staff up in front of me, as I do a slight enchantment around the head of the staff, as a small pinprick of blue light erupts, and then a laser beam just goes out and splinters, sending multiple little magic pellets just and then straight through the skulls of multiple targets before dropping back down in front of Cole.
Do you want Steve to go next and end them, or do you want Azeroth to do it?
Oh,
you do it. Do you want to? You want to see Azeroth's new damage after you get the bracers?
Good. 5 damage. They still left?
Yeah, they're dead.
Nice.
They're dead. They only have 2 health left.
Steve is just going to reach his hands up as bone spikes rip the fucking ground apart and impale the last remaining ones.
Right. The demons have been slain.
I'm gonna take a look down at Cole as I turn around, take the ring off of my hand, toss it over to him, as I'm like, "You're going to need this. You seem to get hurt far too often for that shield to work."
Did you just give him the ring of protection?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yes, sir.
No.
Yes, sir.
Oh, no.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my God. He is now God. What the fuck? He now has
Yes,
a native 3 AC.
I now have, like, very low AC, but I'll be okay.
You have 7, I think, now, right?
Yep. It's not fun, but yep.
Yeah. So you seem kind of a little confused at you as he places the ring on his finger, and you see the shield, which normally was just normal, just like light blue dome shield. You see it just almost crystallized, where it's like thicker now, and turns a slight purple hue. As you see him looking like fascination of it.
I'm gonna look at him and go, "If I allowed you to die, I'd be wasting all of the investment I've built up to this point. Use that. You at the very least should be able to actually defend yourself at this point."
He nods to you. Thank you. I will be sure to appreciate this gift. You see him pop open a, what's called a healing potion as he pops it back.
Good.
And that will be 2d4 HP back.
Can I go ahead and grab a health potion out of his bag?
Okay.
Question, would that work on Steve? Because he is a flesh and metal man.
Yeah, I'd say it works.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just grab the other one that that Cole has. I'll just walk over to Steve and hand it to him. There we go. He's back up to max. I would suppose. Hold on. Yeah, he's fine.
Okay. So he drinks the health potion. I'm guessing everyone also gets their 10 HP back now as well.
I would think so. I would think so.
Yep, we can just turn it off and turn it back on again. The only who's not going to drink a potion is going to be Azeroth, as he's just kind of feeling on 1 HP, so he's just vibing. And now do you march on?
Yeah, we will continue.
You enter into the courtyard, and you see the bodies of paladins who were the expedition you sent here before. And they were able to push decently far, but ultimately failed. Although something does draw your attention. A single corpse in the courtyard. You can feel that there's just no corrupted energy there. Like, just around the body is just completely clear. Not for the energy lack of trying. You can feel it trying to enter into that space, but it's unable.
I don't see any enemies around this courtyard in front of the keep, do I? It's just straight up just battlefield.
Yeah.
I'm assuming
Like,
I see a bunch
they
of...
were ambushed the same way you were.
Ah. Okay, fair enough. Basically right as they had arrived. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna head over to it and inspect the corpse.
And as you walk over to it, you can see, like, the soul of a proud knight just standing there. Standing guard, keeping the energy, like, keeping the demonic and corrupted energy back.
So ghost.
He simply, as you walk over, he stares you down. What do you do?
I'm gonna look over at this ghost man, and I'm gonna go. I'm here to defeat the menace of this. As he kind of like looks around for the best way to describe this, the menace of this keep, I suppose, would be the best way to explain it. I could only assume this is your body. Who are you?
He looks to you. You can see a sad look on his face. You hear mumbling. A foreign god has come to help us. Does this mean all of the work we put in failed? If you must know my name. He falls down to one knee, his hand on his sword. I am Vokran. I am a knight. I was a knight serving Lady Aaliyah. I gave my life here to hold back the tide. But in the end, all I can do now is slow it down in death. So please, God not of this land, purge that foul demon. And avenge all of us.
I'm gonna walk right in front of him as I go. I am here to demolish it. I have destroyed parasite gods in the previous past. This will be no different. You can rest easy, vanquished knight. It will be done.
He stands once more, leaving a sword buried in the ground. As he stands behind, both hands on the sword. Thank you.
I'm gonna take a look
For
at him.
saving our lands. That's what I was gonna say.
Okay. I'm gonna look at him and say, I can only assume you've gotten glimpses of what we're going into. What did you see before you died? Obviously an onslaught, but did you happen to get any type of visual on the parasite god?
You seem to think for a moment. My memory is not that good, but our magic was unable to touch him. Our blades would often just miss when we needed them to hit the most.
I'm gonna take a look at him. Can I go ahead and just ask him? Knight, would you like to return to the battlefield temporarily to avenge your comrades? I have the power to do so.
He gives you a look and says, I cannot. For now, at least, my soul must stay here to keep the tide at bay. But I'll tell you out of character. The reason why the energy can't break through the barrier the priest set up is this man. He's just that stubborn. He's just standing guard.
I'm sure. I thought it'd be kind of funny if I just resurrected him and was like, go kill it. Go kill it.
Bitch! Okay, but he's not done yet with the whole what it does. He could raise his hands, the winds would speed up, and the lightning would strike us down. He is extremely powerful.
Look at him go. Understood. Will not underestimate this foe. Alright then. Boys, let's go. As I'm just gonna walk past him. Towards the key.
He looks over your party. You do see his eyes linger upon one of your party members, though, for just a second longer, as you see him have a look of nostalgia. If you decide to try to see who he's looking at, I'll tell you who it is. But if your character would not care, then I won't.
Out of curiosity, sure.
Azeroth.
That's what I figured.
One warrior to another. And as you go to walk into the keep, you see the warrior once again, standing watch. And as you are about to enter the keep, you can feel like the winds starting to speed up around, a grand storm starting. And as you walk in, you see a very large room, the ground having been corrupted not by the normal, black goo you're used to, but instead having crystallized and looking as if you can see into the endless void, like when you were in the realm of the one who understands and you look straight up. It's that kind of effect, as you basically see like the infinite void in the room. You look to the sky and you see clouds starting to form above you as rain begins to fall, and you prepare. And you prepare to fight whatever comes before you. You find anything? And as you walk into the room, you can feel that corruptive energy permeating when a creature in a suit approaches you with its hands behind its back. It being made of pure shadow. Another challenger. How amusing. All of the denizens of this realm do love to keep me entertained.
I'm gonna take a look over at him and go, "It has not been a new experience for me to slay your kind. This will be no different. I hope that you have said your goodbyes and thought any last dreams before your vanquishing."
He begins to laugh as his body begins to mutate and grow before becoming a massive demon made of shadows. You fought one of my kind? No. Judging by the energy that petty artifact is giving off, you merely fought a peasant of my kind. Unlike me, a noble spirit.
Okay, big
Now, he is. He's fucking arrogant as all.
Oh, no,
oh
I did.
fuck. Yeah. Now prepare yourselves for your death. Hopefully you'll be entertaining, unlike those paladins out there, for their petty god.
I am going to go ahead, reach my arm out, coat it in vampiric touch, as I point my staff at him and go, "In the name of my father, you will be vanquished, so that his name may get honor and glory." As I charged.
I'm getting a fucking ad. Are you fucking kidding me?
I didn't. We're good.
We're good now.
We're good as all that.
Let's loop.
Nice.
Alright, roll me dex.
Nice. Please don't. Please don't fuck me over. Let's go!
You're good. Also, battle map!
Oh, yes.
You know this battle map.
I do know this battle map.
PTSD?
No, not really.
Really? No, not from Sputter dying?
No, not enough from that campaign.
Ah, fair. Alright. Just place your boys at the bottom. Yep.
There we go.
Oh, you're rushing him? You fucking idiot.
I am rushing him. I have Vampiric Touch active. Yes, I'm rushing him. It's surprisingly my best tactic, because it's all I've got. But I have low AC now, so we just have to kill him very fast. That's all I can do. But it's fine. It is dark in the room, yeah?
Yeah, you know, it's nighttime, it's cloudy, it's dark.
Then I'm flying at his ass.
The shadows billowing behind you as you just comet towards him.
Yeah.
Your hand prepared to just strike this man.
Alright, so it is my turn. I'm going to cast Shadow of Moil for the first time as I just take both my arms in front of me, do a short incantation as my body begins to seep from underneath my clothing, just this bubbling black darkness, as I throw my arms to the side, as just almost an aura of just darkness just boosh out from me as I rush straight at it. Flying right up to its face, I am going to, because I can't do Vampiric Touch this turn, sadly, because of Shadow of Moil. Unless...
I'm gonna say you had it up beforehand?
No. Actually, you know what? Can I use an influence to do it as a free action? Like miracle style?
What, Moil?
Yep, Moil.
Sure. Sure, I'll allow that.
Then I'll basically blast that up as I rush on, what's his AC?
You're attacking with, Vampiric Touch, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the best spell I have.
So as you rush towards him, the shadows building behind you, you swing your hand at him, and as you do, the magic disappears from your hand.
Fucking, is he an anti-magic man?
Greater Pavis of Rule.
You're fucking he has the sorcery word?
He has multiple words.
Motherfucker. Okay. Fucking A. God damn it. Okay.
It's actually not his main word, though. That's just one of the defensive abilities
he has.
At least
he used fucking...
effort on it.
Effort, yeah.
Yeah, he's used effort on it. He totally doesn't have a lot of that.
I know he has a lot of that.
Yep.
Okay. Then I know Wait, Greater Pavis of Rule is gonna be able to negate even Theurgy.
No, it doesn't.
Really doesn't.
+4 saving throw against Theurgy.
Oh, fuck me. Okay. Inside that case...
Well, that's only if it requires a saving throw.
I'm going to rush up to him. As I go to, like, swing at him, but as I get near him, the aura just dissipates entirely.
Mm-hmm.
I stop in my tracks as I look at him dead in the eyes. As I conjure forth the inclinations of the weave. Far distant lance.
So, Voss, you know you did attack still, right? It just got negated.
Ah, that's what you meant. I thought you were just talking about...
He's just immune to low magic. Yeah. He's just negated for being near him and negated because you attacked with it.
Regardless, then, I suppose I'll stop there in front of him as I move my staff in front of me. As I'm then just going to conjure forth a beam of sunlight straight through him.
Okay, that works, yeah.
That is 2 damage because he's a greater foe, so so it's not straight, so it's 2 damage.
Alright. I just want to check one thing. Okay, I'm good on that. 2 damage, you said?
Yep.
Okay. Hear him kind of chuckle at you as he just... your petty magic has no power here.
Fucking Steve does, though.
Pew!
1 damage. Just gonna send, babies. He's just gonna
No,
raise...
it's still straight. His is still straight.
Oh, yeah, it's straight. That's right. He's just gonna raise his hand as a just swarm of shrapnel and bone just fly out of his palm.
You see him just raise his hand as it all just gets caught in his hand. And he just flicks it to the ground, taking no damage.
Taking no damage?
Mm-hmm.
Was that, did he use effort again in a feature?
Yeah. Yeah, it's an instant ability.
Man, he's burned through his effort, though.
He has plenty of it.
I'm sure he does. Alright, Cole, Ezra, go. Cole, you can actually hop into the fray now if you really want to. You're fucking beefy enough, that's for sure.
So I'm just gonna say that, well, Cole, he could, but he doesn't really have a way to deal damage here.
No, he doesn't. You know what he does have? It's Poocher 3. But Greater Pavis Rule would just burn it.
Exactly. I would say your generic, like, cantrip bolt attacks. Well, yeah, there's a cantrip still, never mind. Yeah, no. Cole just kind of, he'll fire his Scorching Ray. Azeroth.
Question though, would he have to use Greater Paths of Rule for every single beam? Because they're separate hit attacks, or...
What's your Greater Paths of Rule real quick? No, it's command for the scene. For the duration, you're immune to all.
Okay, so he's just immune to all low magic, period. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cole's fucked. He has no way of damaging this man. Wait, he does have the glove.
Yes, that's true. He's gonna save that though until, he's gonna not make him a big target just yet. Azeroth, on the other hand, is going to sprint forward like a bitch missile.
Of course.
And you see him just grab his blade and just wrench it up, slamming into him. And you see him just grab the sword and just throw it to the side as Azeroth kind of staggers, confused. By the way, that instant ability, the one that makes him, you know, the one I just used to not take damage.
Yeah.
That's the whole turn.
Lasts the whole turn. He takes no damage for the whole turn.
Yep.
So he's just immune until he runs out. He's just immune to damage until he runs out of Wait, hold on. Is it until basically is he immune to damage until the start of his next turn, or just for that turn?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's until the start of your next turn. So yeah, it's basically for this turn he is.
So
I am going to check one thing.
Is he
real
just straight
quick?
up immune to all damage, no matter what?
Technically not. Mental and spiritual harms are not deflected.
Okay, I guess. All right.
But once again, you know, he still has the whole
Hella effort, yeah.
Well, besides that, his prayer path is a rule.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's anything he could, what's his name, Cole can even cast here from his list.
There's literally nothing he can cast besides the glove.
Yeah. Anyway, and it wouldn't do anything anyway because it would be blocked because of the whole, you know, blockish thing. Cole is smart though. He actually is legitimately really. He's I think he is the smartest person I think in the party.
Not necessarily. I actually have a higher intelligence. Yes.
Yeah, and so he realized that he discussed blocking everything, so he's gonna bide his time.
I do have perfection of understanding, so technically I'm smarter than him, but he has more smarts than me.
Yeah.
Yep.
I guess technically you could actually probably use a miracle to disarm his greater paths of rule if you really wanted to on your turn.
Would I though?
Yeah, you can do disable effects. Yeah, it's just a general like miracle thing you can do as long as you have something that relates to it. Which is
only
sorcery
have
work.
one. Like
Exactly.
I have one.
That's the thing. Would you use it for that or not? Anyway, it is now his turn.
Okay,
you see,
buddy.
He looks to all of you, and he goes, You're not bad, but not nearly enough to fight me yet. You see him simply raise a hand, put 2 fingers out, and draw them downwards.
Shed the black ray. I don't know what it is, but shed the black ray. It's my only defense in circumstances like this. Is just negative.
So as he brings his fingers down, you see bolts of lightning strike down from the sky as Steve puts his hands out, creating a shield, blocking the lightning.
Nice.
You hear him laugh as he goes, Quite an interesting trick. You see him just do it again.
In the same turn?
Yep, not smite action.
Fuck. Okay, I guess.
You take it?
I guess a second time. Lock it.
Okay. This is gonna hit you, and you're gonna feel like a dumbass, but still. Once again, lightning strikes down. This time, just centered on Steve, as the shield holds true, blocking it. Huh. Your shield is quite powerful. But how long will it last?
Well,
How much effort does he have left?
he has 1 effort left.
Okay, I would say the shield's starting to kind of crack here and there. As you can see, just... and that is the end of his turn.
So what I'm gonna do... Oh, actually, would I be able to spend... Would I be able to spend influence to be able to stop him from using greater paths to roll? Like, permanently?
Yeah, you can type on your influences to kind of disable his greater paths of rule.
Because I have the exact,
Either word
same
for it.
word, yeah.
Yeah, you're kind of just disrupting his. Do you have the same ability?
I don't have the same, gift, but I do have Perfection of Understanding.
Oh, it's fine. No, I was gonna say, if you had the same ability, I was gonna have yours be disabled as well for the duration.
Oh, no, yeah, I don't have it.
As you're just disrupting both, kind of an EMP type thing, but you don't have it, it's fine. You just disrupt his.
But I will basically raise my hand up as my gloved hand returns to a skeletal one. As I raise my palm to him, and I go, "Your magic negation ends now." As I just clench my bone hand, as the interworkings of theurgy just grind to a halt on him.
I would say, as you reach out and the grind to a halt, you see arcane runes appear behind him, binding themselves to him. As you hear him just scream as he falls to the ground for a second before standing back up. The runes are like seared into him. He stands up, looks at the hand skeletal with the rune marks on the hand now, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He looks at your hand and goes, "Those marks, you're related to him."
I'm going to look at him, because doing that with my influence, did that cost my action or not?
It's an action. Yeah.
Fuck. Okay. Inside that case, I'm gonna keep my hand raised at him as I just cast fucking lightning at him. That's 2 damage.
Influence used. You see him just fling his arms out as he just catches the lightning and slams it into the ground. You can see the lightning arc all over his body. As he stands up now at full height. Stand a bit tall, like extra like head taller than he was previously. As he just stares you down.
I'm in danger. But nice.
He's immune to all damage this turn now too, though.
Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me?
Half of his influence is gone.
I'm sure it is.
Half of his effort is gone, rather.
Motherfucker. I guess Steve will...
Don't worry, I'm not gonna use the same ability again.
There fucking isn't anything he can... There's nothing anyone can do this turn. I guess we all skip.
Yeah. As everyone skips, you see him just, stand at full height. As you've fairly enough pissed him off. You see like his front foot just crack into the ground. You see the ground shatter. As in an instant, he's just above you, with his hand wreathed in lightning, as he slams down on you.
Is there any way I can... Does that look like it's menacing enough to kill me? Would Steve use Shed the Black Rain on this? Is my question here. Would it appear threatening enough to warrant one more?
Did I did choose on that one. I mean, yeah, he can use it if you want. His hand is sheathed in
saving
lightning.
his last negation for a life-threatening attack.
You're still gonna take the actual hit. That's the thing, though. His hand is wreathed in lightning, but it's still big ass shadow hand about to crush you.
So I guess it wouldn't matter.
Not really, no.
Okay.
It doesn't even increase the damage.
Just go ahead and attack me with it. I have 7 AC.
Actually, against you, it literally does nothing.
Why?
Like, he just attack you normally. It only affects who are like in heavy armor.
Oh, yeah. I have light armor on.
You know, its additional effect is only those in heavy armor.
Oh, okay.
Remember the guy with the fire sword? How it's like a buff to his normal attacks? It's that, but lightning.
Hit me with it, BB.
I'm sorry. This is
7
gonna
AC.
hurt like a. This is gonna hurt like a bitch.
Probably. Ooh, close.
And that was a hit.
I know, but close.
Yep, he has 2 attacks though. How much health do you have again?
26.
Okay, he can't kill. He cannot kill you, so it's fine.
Oh, cool.
Takes 16 damage.
He does straight damage?
Yep.
Fuck. Okay. I guess I'll just kind of raise my hands up and just brace.
He slams down. You feel just pain over your entire
Actually,
body.
you know what? Would there be any way for me to cast Reaction Shield?
You don't. I mean,
So I just realized that that would make both of those attacks miss.
I mean,
It's up to you, but I just realized it, which is the reason why I'm asking.
yeah, I would say if you had said it before I put the damage in, I would
I'm
have agreed.
not pressed about it.
Yeah, you're not dead, so it's
Yeah, I'll just
fine.
basically hold my fucking staff upwards and block it, basically just by holding it down.
And with his second strike, so the first one he slams on the ground, you kind of, as he puts his hand back up, you kind of brought into the air a little bit. And his second attack with his other hand just smacks you back down again. Now looking less like a refined nobleman and more like a feral beast. As he looks to the rest of your party. Because that was 2 of his attacks. He has 2 actions.
Yeah, but would that have been both of his?
Nope, 2 attacks per action, 2 actions. You see him lift his hand once more, gripping the lightning as he draws his fingers down.
Does that attack everybody, by the way?
Yes.
Does
Do you
this-
block it?
Does this look like...
It's the same one as earlier, but like after seeing it twice, you can see it's lightning, but it doesn't even look as powerful as like Firestorm that Cole casts.
Would even be
Good choice.
just brace.
You take. Everyone takes 1 damage.
Oh,
It's just straight. It's just a 1d6 of damage. Not straight or anything. Just 1d6. Do you know why it's good? No effort required. No smite action.
oh,
100-foot radius.
that's not bad.
Uh huh.
Could be worse.
And it's only people you target too.
That's not
It's pretty good. It's a pretty good sky ability.
bad.
Dude, Sky has crazy AoE. It's great.
Second attack, I'm guessing he's doing the same thing.
I was running down the HVIs for Cole and. Well, no, that's that is an action to do that, so that it takes up his second action. That's why I only did it twice last time.
Fair enough. All right, so my action.
You
now.
see, I'm about to say, you see, with Steve, Cole, and Ezroth, you see kind of brace their arms as a golden shield gets brought up, blocking the lightning.
Nice.
Hope dawn.
Nice. I
Your
am
turn
going
now.
to stand as. Sitting here trying to think here. So, I could do this, and he would get a save, and he would get +4, or I could use it.
No, not anymore. You can't grab habits of rule.
rule. Fuck yeah, let's go! Big brain.
You took it off. You can attack normally now
Oh.
if you really want to.
I'm gonna look at him square in the. I'm gonna look at him right in his eyes as I stand up, propping myself, like standing up using my staff as I look at him. Bring my skeletal hand up as I let go of the staff, letting it hover next to me. As I go, this shall be the end of this nonsense. As I begin twisting the inner machinations of the weave itself, as I conjure forth the most insidious incantation that anyone here has heard to date. As I push myself
Are you doing what I think
further,
you're doing?
far distant lands. Make a hardiness save or die.
Okay, okay. Give me 1 second. I want to check what the downside of that is real fast.
I take 1d10 damage, not straight, per hit dice that they have. Or level of the caster.
Oh, okay, so it's up to the... It's by the cast or not. Okay, so you took 3d10 damage.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. If they succeed the save, they still take, 3...
Oh, yeah, 1d10.
Yeah, they take 3d10 if they succeed. If they don't, I take half their maximum hit dice in damage.
No, it's either way you take that much.
Oh, yeah.
So you're gonna take...
But... Actually, hold on. 'Cause that might actually kill me. Because I'm low on hit points.
Do you want me to tell you if it's gonna kill you or not?
How much damage would it be?
How much HP do you have?
I have 9 left currently, but that won't. But I have 26 maximum, so it shouldn't kill me.
It's gonna knock you out.
Yeah, it'll knock me out.
Okay.
Make a fucking hardiness save. Let's go!
Boss.
What?
You know he can just use effort to insta-succeed, right?
He should be. Can he?
Yeah.
Can he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's the reason why you don't do it. Never mind. Never mind.
Okay.
Because if he can auto succeed, then don't worry about it.
As long as they have effort left, they can auto succeed. Actually, wait, no. I'll give you 1 second to check something real fast.
What?
You know what? I'll let it go through. I'm not gonna use an effort. No, give me 1 second.
Why does he? I mean, I'm sure he has effort left.
Okay, now he's gonna use the effort. I was gonna say, because he does have an ability called 9 lives that he can re-roll saves and shit like that. It's gonna kill him. Fun fact, by the way.
I mean, he just twice, I suppose, so.
Anyway, though, yeah, he can just use effort to, you know, just not have to
Don't
do
worry
that.
about that. Never mind. I suppose then, instead of doing that, I will... Wait a fucking minute.
What's up?
He hit me with an attack last turn.
Yes.
Shadow of Moil.
Sure. How much damage is that?
2d8.
Okay.
2d8 separately. So, and that's for every attack, so that's 2. He hit me twice.
Okay.
The lightning. So that's 4d8.
Well, yeah, the melee attacks were.
Oh, that's right, but the lightning too.
No, that wouldn't have affected it.
Really?
It's
It doesn't say for melee. It just says when it hits you with an attack. And I'm right next to it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. So another 2d8. Don't worry, it's not
alright.
straight. So let's see here. That is 6, 2, 2, 2, 1.
Wait. Those are in his turn. He still had Unbreakable active.
Oh, fuck me, I guess.
Wait, no,
mind.
did he? Wait, no, did he have that?
He did. No, because it started on
turn.
his turn. He didn't. Because
He
he
wouldn't
did it
have
on
it.
our turn.
Yeah.
On our last turn. So yes, that is 2,
okay.
4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm basically gonna say the same thing of this battle ends now as I roll for Vampire Touch.
2 AC.
2 AC? Of course. Let's fucking go. Yeah, let's go! That is maximum dice damage.
Does it?
So
Does it auto max?
It's auto max no matter what. It doesn't matter
Thought
if it's worthy or not.
I
Nope,
thought it was lesser.
Nope. It's all it's just your melee attacks and fray dice always do max if possible. Period. Shattering Hand. It's just part of the feature.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna go ahead and do, so that would be
How much damage would that be?
6 damage.
Actually, wait. Reroll. Spun Fortune. Reroll.
Reroll the attack.
Yes.
Fuck me. Let's go! So I heal for 3.
Okay.
I heal
Wait, how much damage did that do?
6 damage.
6? Okay, I won't kill him or anything.
But then I do an additional 2, as right after I reach my hand through him and rip his essence into myself, healing my own wounds, I am then just going to blast another ray of light square through his chest. 2 damage.
You see him start to kind of get unsteady as he stands. He's kind of unsteady now as he gets to low HP. And you see takes the claws out as he prepares to fight with all of that he has.
Of course he is. Why wouldn't he? Yeah, I suppose there isn't anything else I can do, but you know who can? Steve. Because I'm assuming he isn't negating all damage, period.
No.
5 damage. Steve will conjure forth a similar just ball of light as he just fires forth this blast beam of just intertwining, spinning, just sunlight that just slams into him and scatters across the room.
Take a guess as to how much HP he has left.
1.
Mm-hmm. So you see Cole and Ezroth prepare their attacks. Cole
Do it.
raises his staff, slams it into the ground. Should I have how much fuckery should I do? Should I just have him end the boss fight now?
Oh, I'm going to yell at him to do it. I'm gonna turn around and just yell, Cole, do it.
You see him he plants the staff into the ground. He takes a single step forward. You see him raise the gloved hand, palm up. He palm down, and he brings flips down, palm up, and just closes his hand. As you see the runes appear under him, and the clouds above you part. As you see a firestorm start to appear. Do I not have? I don't have firestorm up here. We just grab Firestorm real fast. I was gonna check the damage. It's fine. Okay, 3d6. Okay. Dead.
Nice.
You see just as the sky opens up, you see just a crack appear in the sky as the eyes on the staff glow. He utters a strange incantation as he just slams his fist into the ground. A bolt of flame falling from the sky, piercing the demon. As it slams the ground, you see it just burn away into nothing, leaving only an amulet on the ground.
Nice. I'm gonna walk on over, pick up the fucking amulet.
Once again, corrupted item.
Sure it is.
Well, it's corrupted item like the Firestorm one was. Yeah, purified. So you can't use it just yet.
Yeah, I can't use it just yet. Mm-hmm. What I'm gonna do is where he was standing, I'm going to rip open a portal.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, you can chase me.
Yeah, I'm right on it.
Rip open the portal. See Chance and Hans on the other side. As I myself am bloodied, battered, but alive. As I look over at them and go, take this to Father, will you? As I chuck it through the portal.
Also, I would say, as you're going to do this, you can see that there's still bits of shadow essence around the area, just floating in the sky. And you see them all kind of draw into themselves, creating a small ball of black energy that shoots over towards Cole, absorbing into the gauntlet, or absorbing into his glove.
Ayo.
You see it glow softly red for a second before going back to normal.
Ayo. That's wild. I never expected that. Okay.
I don't want to just load you down with a bajillion fucking magic items. Might as well upgrade a few of them as well.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Save station. But yeah, I'll just go ahead and throw it through the portal. Tell them that I can full well assume they just see the portal open. They're like, oh shit, just turn over. It's like gets something thrown through. It just like fumbles to grab.
Oh, also, just because, by the way, I can just instantly update this on Cole's sheet of what it does. He now can cast Firestorm for free once.
Woo! Let's go.
Per day.
Let's go.
It has an inbuilt effort now, basically.
Nice.
Yep. What the amulet will do, everyone will have to wait. I have ideas for it. I just want to consider how power scaling will work, and I actually want to talk to you about it. See what you think. Anyway, though. So, having slain the demon and got some nice loot for it, what do you do now?
I mean, what do they do on the other side of the fucking portal, dude?
Oh, well, I thought you should just close the portal.
No, I haven't closed the portal yet. I just threw it.
They caught the amulet. They look and go, "What happened? Why are you so injured? I thought this was supposed to be a minor diplomatic mission."
Oh, we just defeated, a parasite god. Nothing of, worry. Just a normal... What day is it?
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Just a normal Wednesday afternoon, Hans.
But young master, it's nighttime.
Close enough.
He's like, close enough. They look at you just flabbergasted and he goes, "Okay, I'll bring to your father right away."
Do inform him the parasite god before he died boasted about being a noble. Let him know. As I just grab the end of the portal and just slink it over to the other side and just slap it closed.
Flex tape.
Y'all. No, I'm then just kind of gonna just not necessarily fall down to a knee, but just kind of crouch down to catch my fucking breath.
Cole's gonna kind of walk over to you. "Young master, are you alright?"
No, I'm fine. This was just... that last attack it hit me with was far stronger than I expected. Without the ring, I was much less sturdy than I remember.
You see Ezroth sheath his blade as he kind of kneels down next to you. "Do you need me to support you, young master?"
I'm fine. As I go ahead and stand on my own, take a deep breath in and go, I'm gonna need to find some livestock. May that be, people of this land or not, I don't care.
He nods to you. "We'll figure something out."
He's gonna nod. As he begins walking back.
So as you walk out, you can see the weather has stopped being fucked. But yes, that was actually one of his effort, was to make the weather around the area fucked.
Really? Wow.
Yep. That was an ability. You can basically make the winds go really high, and it completely blocks all mundane archery.
Wow, really?
Yep.
That's fucky, dude.
That's part of the sky. Well, wait, his two main words were sky and luck.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yep.
Nice. Fun fact.
Yeah, he had like one gift from endurance, which was unbreakable, one from sorcery, and yeah, the rest were luck or sky. Anyway, so the sky is no longer black. You can see the grass is still dead, but it's no longer corrupted. As you slain him, the place went back to normal. And you draw the X over it.
I did because you forgot to. In fact, you forgot to delete him entirely, so I drew the little X.
Well, I'll move you back to the normal tower screen.
You could do that, yes.
That's what I was in the middle of doing, yes.
There you go.
Anyway, as the whole place went back to normal, I forgot to loop it. I thought I did at least. There we go. So as you walk out the entire area, you can feel like a sense of calm. You can hear the sound from down the way of the priests and paladins, rushing up to check over the entire area. As you walk out, you can hear just the ruins start to collapse behind you.
As I see them, by the way, as I see them in the distance, I'm going to be standing tall as if I'm not injured in the slightest.
And as the place collapses behind you, you can't see them quite, but you can hear them. Someone walks up to you. The soul walks up to you, the blade now on his, in his sheath on his hip. as he walks to you and says, actually for it, thank you for slaying this foul demon which killed so many of us. You've done the world a great service today, preventing a catastrophe.
He's gonna nod as he goes, with all due respect, it was for the honor of my master.
He nods silently at you. I understand that, and while I don't have anything to give to you specifically, I think I have a gift that could benefit one of your men.
Like?
He looks towards Azeroth and beckons him forward.
Ghost
Azeroth,
boon?
huh?
Ghost boon? Let's go.
Something like that. And you see Azeroth, look over to Cole. Cole just confidently nods. You don't feel any ill intent from this man. He walks over. He asks him, or he reaches out and says, "You are a warrior much like me. When you become a champion of the people, someone that can hold the world on your back, this shall activate and grant you the power to be a true champion." You see him put his right hand on Azeroth's armor, and you see just like a searing, like gold handprint left on the armor. And you see Azeroth kind of wince for a second, as the same print is on his actual like chest now as well.
Oh. I guess. Okay.
AKA, he'll get a free, he'll get a free gift later on.
Oh, nice. Plug.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
But now, my connection to the mortal plane is gone. I don't have a reason to stay anymore.
I'm gonna look
So
over at him and go, I think you do actually have one thing you could give me. As I take my hand up, by the way, as I was walking out of the keep, my arm will have re-gloved like normal.
Okay.
As I look over at him and go, I know that I myself am lacking pretty heavily on energy. Would you mind sparing a bit of your life force for myself? I'm a necromancer, you see.
You hear him chuckle as he goes, I am a warrior of the goddess of mercy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've got a question real quick. Do you have one effort left?
I do, actually.
Okay.
I never used it.
You see him go, I may not have any to spare for you, but I do have this. If we just,
I would have suggested just vampiric touch ripping through his fucking ghost body. But, you can't
really gain HP from a ghost.
The fuck you can. The fuck you can.
Bullshit. Anyway.
You deal damage, you heal for half.
I would say this guy, because he himself was quite powerful. He's about like a level 5 hero.
That
Use up your one. Yeah. But you use up your one effort. You gain back 7 health.
Oh, that's close enough, I guess.
Yeah, and something. As you feel a light wash over you, and you feel your body get revitalized.
A little. I'm still at half health.
Yeah,
almost.
But you're not
over.
dying. You're not dying anymore. Listen, you see him kind of fade a little bit as he does that. That is all the energy I have left. Thank you for everything you've done.
I'll just nod.
You see him just fade from existence, disappear into like specks of energy as he floats off. You can see Azeroth just kind of like looking at the mark on his chest, like, what the fuck?
Greater perfection of understanding. What the fuck did he do?
It's not theurgic and it's not.
Yeah, but it's magic. It's fucking magic.
It's divine.
Potato, it's still magic.
It'll grant him a blessing, essentially, It's not. It's oddly enough, it's not one you would normally recognize. It's not a normal divine power. It is essentially being like the highest, being the peak of what you can be as a mortal.
Oh, okay. Okay, fair enough.
You guess the hint and nudge
Oh
for
yeah,
that one?
no, I get you, I get you. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn, look over at the other knights. So I just go, all right, let's get this over with. As I'm going to just begin walking up towards their, like, I guess, approaching horde.
Yeah, you can see like priests kind of checking the area for any contamination, and you can see like the captain of the guard, the captain paladin, like jogging up to you. I see you were successful in slaying the foul demon.
Oh, it wasn't too hard.
Well, nonetheless, I'm glad you made it out okay.
Gonna nod and go. You know, the battle itself was far more hyped up than I would have expected it to be. The spirit inside the parasite god, per se, was quite pompous for his skill level. I expected more than what he delivered.
Quick out of character thing. If I had attacked normally, I would have killed your turn one.
I'm not gloating, I'm gloating to them.
I know. Oh, I'm aware. I'm just saying, just fun fact. I would have killed your turn one. And I actually nerfed him slightly from the normal stat sheet because it's normally a +10 to attack instead of a +8.
Bro.
But yeah, no.
I don't think it would have changed anything.
True. Anyway, though, he looks at you and goes, "Well, for your efforts." You see him pull out a letter with a smirk on his face as he hands it to you.
I'll take it.
I got you audience with someone. Do you open the letter?
Yeah.
You see it is passage into their capital, and it will grant you audience with the High Priest of the Goddess.
Nice. I'm just gonna nod and close the letter back up as I pass it over to Cole.
Cole, pockets it. He looks and goes, "Well, it's not the goddess herself. She's quite busy. It is her high priest, her right-hand man. In terms of making an alliance, he is probably one of the best people to talk to."
I see. Well, then I guess I should be on my way then, shouldn't I?
He nods to you. He puts out a hand. "Been a pleasure working with you."
I could just say likewise and walk past. But no, I'll shake his hand for looks at the very least.
Yeah. You can feel it's actually, he is quite powerful.
Eh.
Like, he's immortal, but he is quite strong.
Well, you know,
because
if he was stronger than the parasite god, this would have been a problem. So he's weaker than me.
He is a single mortal. Like, he's like,
Yeah,
you can tell he's stronger than, like, Azeroth or Cole. I mean, not Cole, actually, because Cole's fucking a war crime. God, what the fuck? Cole is just
is
too
war.
powerful. Anyway. So, you walk by. After Jigen's hand. Oh, so you have a map of the area, so you know where to go generally? Do you stop by anywhere in the town before heading out?
Yeah, I'm gonna just, on my way over there, I'm gonna be looking out for, urchins, I guess you could say.
Oh.
Or, like, petty criminals who are skulking in the shadows.
I will say, as you go by, you do see plenty of, like, random animals and shit just wandering by in the woods. Because now, remember, that area was basically a dead zone to animals for a while. Now they're all flooding back in. I'm giving you an option besides murder.
This is an evil campaign, James. This is an evil campaign.
True.
Let me be evil, but you know what? Whatever. Fine. I guess for sake of simplicity, I'll just...
It is also much simpler options of tracking, like, down an urchin or a thief or something.
As one will pass by, I guess I'll just cast, I suppose, Dominate Beast. Well, no, I can't cast Dominate Beast. That's like a level 8 spell.
You can fly, boss. You can fly.
That is true.
Will not disturb them. You can just go...
Well, yeah, but they're not... I mean, are they sleeping?
Well, no, you're flying. You don't make any noise when you're just floating towards someone.
I guess.
You just vampire touch their ass.
I guess I'll just be like, one moment. Done. Just until I'm back up to max for now.
Yeah, won't take very long, you know.
No. It's like 2 attacks, maybe.
Yeah. You keep traveling, going on your way. Do you stop back anywhere in town, like the tavern, to tell the guy the information was correct or no?
I'll do that on my way out.
Okay. Do you enter? Do you actually just go in? Do you want to, roleplay out the entry in the tavern? Or you just want to say you go in, tell the information was
Not
correct?
like I said, I'll do that on my way out of the city.
Oh, okay, I'm about to say, because the High Priest is not in the city.
Oh, shit, that's right. You said it's inside the capital, so it's inside a different city.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, man,
This is like a smaller, like a small and medium town. This place you're going is the capital.
I'll go ahead and head inside, but as we walk up, I'll just be like, I'll go in here alone. You all wait outside. As I'll just walk on in.
They all nod. Chill in the cart. I just want to use this music.
Oh, I understand.
It's so nice.
It's very...
See, nice chill tavern. You walk in, it's much quieter this time because, it's early. Yeah, maybe early morning. Yeah, that area. The place is still open though. You come in, the same bartender. You can kind of see him clean up the place, whatever. You walk in, and the bell chimes. You don't usually get people at this time of night. You see him kind of look over. It's you. Hope the information was correct.
I'm gonna look over at him and go, it was quite correct.
Just slay whatever was up there?
I'm gonna look down at the table a little bit as I think to myself, really what words I should use for this. I'm gonna go, you could say I slayed a threat to the kingdom.
You seem quite surprised. As he goes, hold on a minute. Do you drink?
Myself, no, I do not.
Nothing wrong with that. You see him kind of pull out a nice bottle and he hands it to you. It doesn't have any alcohol in it, but it tastes quite good. You did this kingdom a nice service.
I'll shrug.
A good service. You see, it's quite nice. Made it myself. It's nothing special or magical, but it should be quite pleasant for you and your men. If you ever need any information about the town or any other, any word on the streets, let me know.
Let's see here. You know what? Nah, I can't really do anything about this. I was gonna try and give this man a boon of some kind for doing such a good job, but I can't. Without using.
Oh, trust me. All I would suggest is, because he's connected to the town, pretty inside and out, and he knows you've done a great service, so
Something like that, yeah.
He'll spread the word. Actually, he doesn't know your name though. That's the thing. Go spread the word, of the. I don't think it was her. Did you ever tell me that you're a blank or anything like that?
No, I told him that I'm from the Theocracy of Galar.
He's trying to tell word of the apostle of the Theocracy of Galar, a noble man who protects, his own and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Because that is what he knows of you.
Yeah, kind of. I'm gonna take a look over at him and go, oh, and by the way, that mercenary group, they're not a problem anymore.
Thank you. They're always a royal pain in the ass. I'm not really sure whoever hired them anyway. I'm glad they're gone. I'll make sure word gets the correct people to clean out their dingy hideouts.
He nods. As he's going to go ahead and take a look over at him and go, do be searching for more information while I'm gone, though. I may very well return one day, and if I do, I may need your services again. But I will see you later. By the way, as a assistance for doing all this for the city, I think I should tell you my name. You can know me as Sir Gideon. And then I leave.
As you leave, you hear him saying, I'll make sure word gets around about how You care for those who are under you. Sir Gideon.
Okay. It's good. It's good enough for him. He's doing what his dad told him to.
Mm-hmm.
So we're heading on out. We're gonna hop back up on horseback and leave.
It feels so weird using horseback and not huntsback.
Yeah, I know, I agree, but you know, hey, horseback, huntsback, potato. One's wide, one isn't. Also, one's substantially sturdier than the other.
That is true. So, you get back onto your wagon, onto your horses rather, and you get ready to set out to the capital to enter into diplomatic talks with the high priest.
You want to change the music?
Hurry on it. So you ride out. It's pretty uneventful. You may see like a merchant or so, on your way by.
Mm-hmm.
You see Cole is quite proud of himself for what he's done. Ezreroth is just still pondering the symbol on his chest now.
I'm gonna look over at Cole, and I'm gonna go, so Cole, what did you learn after fighting this parasite god?
You see him think. Not every enemy can be taken down with magic alone.
Yes.
We might need to find some alternative between that and your uncle. It might be best for us to find some other method to attack when those don't work.
He's gonna look over at Esarath and go, that is why we have this one.
Yes, but what if it's a tougher foe that Ezreal cannot take down on his own?
He's gonna nod and go, like I performed in battle, shutting down your opponent's safeguards will get you the win. Will defeat your enemy inside battle by reducing their own defenses down to mere nothing. Be aware of this. Now, keep in mind what I did against him you're not capable of doing. But if you would like to learn, and you feel you have the strength and fortitude of mind enough to withstand knowledge of such a degree, may chance you may one day be able to achieve the same level of power.
He nods and goes, Maybe one day, although I wouldn't say I'm quite confident in it now.
Oh no, of course not. Right now you are nothing more than a mere fledgling. Of course, you have grown substantially stronger inside our journey so far, but we will have to see where things lead. We have only absorbed 2 gods up to this point. 2 essences of the divine. Imagine what will happen after 30, 40, 50. The power will be untold. But raw power is nothing if you do not have the information and the skills to back it up. But you yourself have progressed substantially as I myself have grown stronger. I'm sure you found your wellsprings of mana to be far, far deeper than they used to be.
You see him conjure up some scorching rays.
Just blast them into the distance?
He conjures them up, he doesn't fire them. He sees him conjure up the orbs of energy. As he goes, yes, conjuring something this is easy. I can do it as if it was natural to me.
He nods. And goes, yes, and that is the deep well springs that you are connected to. You see, Cole, I myself, as I raise my fucking hand and blast one, just fuck it, Freight Ice, pew! Basically a smaller version, just out into this, just out straight in front of us into nothing. As I go, mana is limitless to us divine. Your body cannot withstand that. However, when you tap into spells such as that, cleaving them from my supply, you yourself manage to tap into a small aspect of the divine. Now, I myself am a blank, not a full-fledged deity, but in many ways we are similar and very different. I would be aware that as I grow stronger, your abilities will far exceed where you are currently, but you must still be putting in the effort to learn, to perfect and hone your skills, because think of it this way. You may have a large lake as a reservoir, but if you're only able to channel a small river leading from it, all that water goes nowhere. And your capacity for carnage and or utility goes completely out the window. You must make sure you widen that stream, until one day it is nothing more than a long channel leading straight from the source. You yourself right now are tapping somewhat into a river adjacent to the ocean. You yourself have a small lake, and leading out from that to its final destination is a very thin stream. You must be cautious and learn how to widen that river. You will in due time. I would see these things as things to learn from. But keep in mind, you can have all the water in the world to throw at your problems. Even if they're incredibly refined, very intense, and incredibly powerful, some aspects of the divine will put up a dam right there at the end, completely removing all ability to even push any more water through towards your problem. Like the Parasite God removing our ability to spellcast. It was obnoxious, incredibly dangerous, and could have very well gotten any of you killed, myself included. However, Steve here allows us to defend against such tyranny, at least for a time, while we can learn and find the holes in the armor. When we sit there and are able then to figure out exactly how to break down that dam, like I myself pushed channeling aspects of my own divine power to be able to channel theurgy, as you know, the magic of the gods, to remove his ability to stop it. I tore down that dam, allowing water to completely push through towards our problem. At that point, the combat was child's play. We were able to take it down with little to no effort. I mean, look at the firestorm you're able to conjure. That thing is devastating, a true wellspring of power. But if they are able to simply hand-wave it away, it's pointless. I myself take my spellcraft, for example. I have massive capacity to demolish and shred. However, he negated my spells quickly as I entered. And even I myself could do so if I do wish. But it would take a little bit more effort than it took him at the time. I've not trained on those skills nearly as much as I wish to. But as I shut that down, it then allowed us to fight. Because we stopped and we studied and found the root cause of why we couldn't do anything against it. And then once all of our barriers were demolished, he fell before us. Pompous as he was, I would just be keeping in mind, analyze your enemies, Cole.
He's gonna look to you and nod and go, look in the glove. You can see him steal his resolve. As you can see him you can feel him like flexing his magic and trying to like better his control over it now. Like actively trying to.
Yep.
But he doesn't say anything. He just simply.
These are big brain teacher moments.
He's simply not.
His best.
He nods to you and says, "I'll do my best to learn from you well."
He nods. As he just kind of trots back a little bit forward up towards the front of the pack. I'm sure that these are all things his father has told him himself many times. So basically he's just reiterating the teachings he's already gotten. Now keep in mind, a lot of these teachings were given to him revolving around theurgy, but, you know, basics still apply across all forms of magic, right? I would think. So.
Generally, yeah.
Yeah, generally, yeah.
It's more just calculations that are different.
Yeah. But I mean, like, the principles, you know.
That's what I'm saying, yeah, the principles are the same, it's just the calculations that are different.
Exactly. Alright, we're heading up to the capital. It's gonna be pretty quiet until we get there.
Okay. As you ride, you can just see and feel Ezra mulling something over in his head. But he says nothing.
You know what? On the path there, as I finally get bothered by him, I'm gonna look over and be like, Azarath, what is wrong? I can see your brow has been furrowed. What the fuck is the word?
Furrowed.
Furrowed? Furrowed? Is that correct?
Something like that.
Or is it frayed?
Because, context. So you've been on the road for, like, you know, I think probably 2 days, right? Yeah. The entire time, as long as he's awake, you even have this look on his face like,
Yeah, okay, you know, instead I'll say, Ezrath, are you quite alright? He seems like you have quite a lot on your mind.
You see him put the hand on the handprint. I can feel its power. I can almost feel how to unlock it, but I'm not quite sure yet. But I know once I unlock it, I will become quite powerful.
You know what? I'm gonna ride up next to him, place a hand on his back. Let me give this boy 2 more dominion. I have 2 spare. Let's give this boy 2 more dominion.
You're gonna shit yourself when I tell you what power he's getting.
I'm just gonna go ahead and focus my mind and go, very well. As I place my hand on his back, channel my divine power, and give him a schmeckaroody of 2 divine.
I will tell you now whether the power, because I know what power I'm going to give him. I'm telling you this now. It has 0 effect in combat.
Oh, I'm sure.
But it is god tier outside of combat. Yep.
What? Like, I basically course, because it is 2 fucking dominion. It's pretty good. I am gonna course divine power into him to basically force the next evolution of him.
It doesn't unlock the power of the handprint just yet, as that is one that's locked by. That's more of like a, you know, it has a restriction. You need to do this, like, something to unlock it kind of thing.
Oh, can I at least learn what the fuck he has to do?
He has to fight against all odds. So basically he has to fight a big battle by himself, essentially.
Oh, like basically he has to fight with his life on the line, period.
Yes, he has to prove himself, basically be, like, he basically has to prove himself to be the champion of the people, you know, someone who he is mortal, but he stands above the rest. You know, truly beyond.
Also, he just has to fight a worthy foe, like a foe that could kill him.
Yeah, or a big enough army would work as well, yeah.
Oh, okay,
like, he has to
I got this.
Prove himself beyond just his normal power, but, you know, with his determination and, like...
Oh, okay, I see the theme. He has to break his limits. I gotcha.
Yes.
He has to break his limits. Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Considering what it's going to give him, yes.
He's got to break his limits. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So I learned this by coursing power into him, giving him a little buff. But
he will get something from that, yes. He will gain probably a new bit of strife, actually.
Okay. So what... After I pump him through with power, I'm assuming, like, his eyes glow with holy light and shit, and, like, his whole body just kind of whooshes through a little bit.
I would say, like, the energy courses through him like a wave. As you just look forward, it's like his eyes glow. You can see him, you know, like, adjust his shoulders and adjust his sitting. As you can feel more energy come off him. Thank you for the boon. I'm not quite sure. He seemed kind of, flex his hand a little bit. I can feel its power, although I'm not entirely sure what it's going to manifest as.
I'm gonna take a look at him as I finally get it. As I'm like, oh, I see.
Like, fuck.
That's simple enough. All right. Stop here.
Everyone
Steve.
slows.
Go in the woods over there. Clear out a sufficient battlefield.
He nods and goes out. I will say, that it actually has to have, his life actually has to be on the line.
Oh, I'll kill his ass.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I will kill. Either he surpasses his limits to defeat me, or I turn him into a Death Knight. There's no in between. There's no in between. I will kill his ass if I get the chance to. I'm gonna look over at Steve and I'm gonna go, Steve, go ahead and hand me that ring back temporarily.
He hands it over.
Put it on.
All right. Let me just figure out what I want to give him in terms of the what's it called.
Because the funny thing is, if I hit him, he's dead. Basically, he doesn't have enough hit points to negate my attacks.
Yeah, you can one-tap him.
Well, technically, he is a worthy foe to me, technically, because of his HP.
Oh, true, actually, yeah.
So, I can't one-tap him, but I can almost one-tap him. You know.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna ask you, specifically, what do you think I should give him in terms? Because I'm gonna give him a new, for now at least, a lesser strife. Actually, I'm gonna give him a lesser strife and a single ability, like a single true strife from the same tree.
I don't know.
Because
we can figure it out after stream, I suppose.
Oh, I'm saying now just on the fact of, otherwise he's gonna fucking die against you.
Yeah, we're fine. He'll figure it out. He will figure it out, I'm sure. I am a glass cannon myself. We'll figure it out.
True. But you know what? I know exactly what I'm gonna give him. Because he is already the lord of 1v many combat.
Yes.
He can sweep through crowds, but what does he lack?
Single target.
He gains the strife of the bitter rival.
Of course.
You see him stand against you.
Well, hold on. We haven't gone over there yet.
All right.
We haven't gone over there
You
yet.
get the ring back. You put it on.
Yep. Well, I'm just gonna look over at him and go, we'll wait until Steve returns. I think I have an idea about how to unlock that little power of yours.
He nods to you. All right.
You're not going to like it, though.
If it'll lead to me getting more powerful, then I'll do what I must.
We will see. Also, Cole, you're not gonna like this either.
Does he have the buff? Does he have the sun buff, by the way?
Huh?
Does he have the sun buff from Steve?
Oh no, he's not gonna get the sun buff.
Okay.
Gotta make him actually work for it.
Well, he's gonna have to regardless.
You know what's gonna be really shitty? What if mid the very start of combat, I just reach through a portal, take his sword?
His fists do a D12 of damage.
That's true, but I could just take his sword and fuck it
He
off.
loses a +2 to attack and +2 to damage, but his fists do a D12 of damage.
That's I mean that's 4. It's 4. He still have to hit me a lot.
Yeah, that's true. That's the thing though. He's not gonna win this fight because he has hit you like 4 times. So you're gonna kill him.
Oh, I know, but the problem is he's gonna have to fight for it. He's gonna have to fight for it.
Okay.
He's just gonna have to fight for it. He will have to fight for it. How long does it take until your boy gets back?
I'll say about 10 minutes.
Good enough. He just basically cleaves through a square. Either that or just casts fucking fireball damn near, just cleaves out an entire area. It's like a crater.
Yeah, kind of basically just kind of cuts everything down.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Once he gets back, I'm gonna look over at Steve and go, remove your boons from this boy.
He nods. He snaps his fingers. You see the light. He's kind of dull a little bit.
I'm gonna look over at Cole and go, Cole, Leave all of your equipment with Steve.
He nods and... Wait, Cole leaves his equipment?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So Cole puts down his, his staff and the glove. That's all he has besides his normal, like, he has his clothes on, so that's about it.
I'm gonna go ahead and hop off my horse as I look over at Steve and go ahead and hitch the horses here. We'll be back soon.
Is Cole coming with you as well?
Yep. I'm gonna look at Cole and I'm gonna look at Ezra. Go, two of you, follow me.
Then with nod, and they follow you into the forest, into the clearing.
I'm gonna go over to the clearing and go, yes, this will do. So I walk out into the middle of it. So I'm like, Ezrath, can I have those 2 healing potions that you have on you?
He nods and he hands them over.
I'm gonna nod.
They given to Cole?
No, I'm gonna stick them in my bag.
Okay, add to your treasures then.
No.
Also, because of the nature of what I'm giving him in terms of strife, I'm giving him 2 true strife abilities from the list, as well as the lesser strifes. Just so you know.
I'm gonna look over at Cole as I go, come here, Ezrath, go to one side of this circle. As I walk to the other.
He does, okay, he stands there.
I'm gonna look over at Cole, because we're far enough away at this point where we're out of earshot. I must talk very quietly. I'm gonna go, Cole, listen to me.
He nods.
If I'm going to unlock this new power from Ezrath, he must surpass his limits. Which means he must fight with all of his fury. He must fight with every ounce of his strength. I will be the test bed for that. However, he must truly believe you are in danger. I am not going to kill you, but this will hurt a lot. Are you prepared to sacrifice some of your physical endurance for the betterment of your subordinates?
He nods.
Okay, because I'm going to bring you to the point of near death. Do you understand?
He nods again.
Do not worry. Those healing potions I took from him, those are for you right after this.
He nods once again.
I'm going to go ahead and send a little message using the message spell over to Steve. I'm going to go, stand nearby. I'm placing the 2 healing I'm placing my bag on the edge of the ring. Take the 2 healing potions and heal Cole the moment the battle is done. He can reply if he wants, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Steve just you can kind of feel him suddenly like nod as you can feel him moving towards your location.
I'm going to take off my bag, set it on the side of the ring, as I just kind of crack my shoulders, remove the glove, turn it back to runes, as I am going to take my cloak off, place it on...
While you're doing this, you can see, like, Ezreal preparing himself across the ring. He's just staring you down.
He can get the idea that this is going to be
It's going to be a fight.
This is going to be a fight. As I take my cloak off, leaving just my tight underclothes that are essentially more or less just a very tight wrapped wizard's tunic that kind of is tucked into the pants that I wear. As it gives me more freedom. The tunic ends right at the halfway point between the between my arms, as my cloak normally would go all the way down. Actually, you know what? No. The tunic would go all the way down to the wrists. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is go ahead and just stretch my arms out, get some good stretches in, as I take my staff, grab it on the side, as I look over at Cole and go, all right, you might want to do the same. Appear as if you're getting ready to fight as well.
You see Cole kind of getting his magic prepared. You see the 3 orbs of energy appear around him.
I'm gonna stand there ready and go, Ezrath.
He looks at you and nods.
Okay,
yes.
Thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and call over to him and go, if you wish to gain the power of that mark, you will need to truly face me with intent to kill. You will need to make me kneel.
You see him nod once more, holding his sword with... You can see the fire burning in his eyes.
I look at him and I go, remember, I am not your master. I am your master's master. You hold no true allegiance to myself. Your life is only to protect this one. As I cast Vampiric Touch and shove my hand straight into Cole's chest.
God damn.
I am on purposefully doing it as a visual, looking like I'm basically stabbing right into... I am collapsing his lungs, but I am not, like, breaking his heart or anything. It's, like, non-lethal, but definitely incapacitating.
Yeah, you're putting him down to, like,
I'm putting him down to 0, and he's going to die without medical attention.
Yeah.
As,
I'm kind of gasping for air and going...
as I throw him to the floor, as I go, defeat me before he dies.
As you look over, all you see is Azeroth's blade headed straight towards your face.
Nice, let's go. Fight.
So, guess what's about to happen? Remember that new thing he just got? He attacks.
Automatically?
Okay. No, he's rushing towards you. He's already in the middle of an attack. He's the surprise round, you know. Because he just rushed you immediately. Are you ready for what's about to fucking happen?
I didn't know we were getting surprise round because I was ready for this man, but okay.
I guess, yeah.
Can I do a dex at least?
I mean, do you want to give him the first round? Because you will one-shot him.
No, I don't. I'm not going easy on this man.
Roll dex.
Yes. So he's rushing towards me, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I fly upwards 30 feet.
Wow, you're being an asshole, aren't you?
Yes.
He literally cannot do anything to you now.
Well, the thing is, I'm flying upwards 30 feet, and then what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going...
When did you have to be Shadow of Moyle?
I don't have to. It's middle of the night.
Oh, it's the one that... You were riding for 2 days.
Yeah.
You started in the middle... Okay.
I mean, wouldn't it be like the transition between before the next day?
I mean, I guess, yeah. It depends when you decide to, ask him.
Okay. I apologize
on the
for
road.
not ask. I assumed. Is it nighttime or is it not?
I would say probably not, because you've been on the road for a while. You were in the middle of traveling when you asked him.
Never mind. Inside that case, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is...
I will say, there is... Sorry to interrupt you there, but there is a difference between making him work for it and just cheese.
Oh, no, I wasn't gonna cheese him. Don't worry.
Okay,
I was basically just gonna goad him.
Oh, okay.
What I'm gonna go ahead and do is I am going to... Let's see here. What can I do that would test this man? I'm gonna cast Cause Fear. Make a spirit save.
No. You see him just harden his... No. He hardens his will and just stares you down. When fighting a single opponent, the disciple may automatically succeed a saving throw against a power their enemy uses once per scene, if a save is allowed.
Oh, wow. Okay. Go, boy. Let's go.
So he sprints... is that their turn?
Oh, hold on. That's not the end of my turn. I'm going to go ahead and just basically, as he's rushing up to him, raise my hand and just go, run. As the spell hits him, but just washes over him as I'm like, impressive. As I go ahead and I use an effort, I cast Misty Step 30 feet behind him.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. That would be a miracle. I can't do that. Because I reused my action. Never mind. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I could do an auto hit attack. You know, I will do an auto hit attack. Why not? That's going to be 2 damage. As I keep my hand out in front of me.
Okay, you take 1 damage back.
That's fine. I can handle that. What?
Okay, I'm making sure you can't just do any bullshit against you, like increasing his damage or anything.
I don't know, it's fine. I'm basically just gonna keep my hand raised after that spell fades. I'm gonna go, oh, impressive. As I'm just going to concussive blast him back to kind of stop his advance for just a second.
he takes a single step back before getting ready to charge once more.
Yeah, go for it.
His turn?
I do have the ring on, by the way, so I do have
So
an
you have
AC of 3.
3 AC. Okay.
I will cast shield.
Huh?
I will reaction cast shield.
You don't have shields.
See, I understand, but I can use an
Quiet.
effort. Because I don't want to have an effort to neg his attacks.
Quiet. You're not fucking effort reaction cast. God damn it.
What? Why?
Anyway.
It's
You're gonna
literally
have
the only way
you
you
are
can
gonna
cast
have
the spell.
You're gonna have negative AC.
I would, yes,
Is
I'd
the
have
thing.
-2.
And that's already bullshit. Enough,
Yes,
so
I would have
no.
-2 for 1 round.
Cease.
For 1 round. Because that's the only effort I have.
Anyway, though, for what you're about, I'm not allowing you to fucking.
Oh, okay,
Reaction
fine. I'll
cast
do some
shield.
other bullshit then. Go for it.
Okay, so his first attack.
3 to hit.
Okay, so he attacks. Okay, so he attacks. All right, he rerolls the attack.
Oh, wow, okay.
He rerolls the attack again.
Oh, wow, what the fuck?
Okay, he missed. Okay, his second attack this turn. He hits you. Okay, his third attack this turn.
He has how many? How does he have so many attacks? What the fuck?
He gets 3 attacks per turn and can reroll twice.
Wow, that's crazy. Okay,
It gets only against a single enemy.
Can I describe how we block the I blocked the very first one?
Yeah.
So
Go
as
ahead.
he charges forward, I'm just gonna grab his blade with my magic coated hand, just right there holding it in between us, and I'm just gonna go, Azarath, try harder. You're trying to kill me. As I toss it back.
You see him just double hand grip as he just brings it overhand and slams you down.
Nice. Okay, go for it. How much
Before
damage is
just, you take 8 damage total.
that? Damage? Okay, I can.
Before he dashes into you and just gut hits you in the fucking stomach with the hilt of it.
Okay. I can do that.
Those are 3 attacks. He's gone. He has become fairly powerful now.
I'm still standing just fine.
Yeah, that's true. I think he has anything else he can use. No instance or anything. Yeah, that's all he can do, I think.
So, how much HP does he have again?
5.
Total?
How much he has left? You already did 2 damage.
Okay, so yeah, I will one-shot him if I attack him with Vampiric Touch.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is let's see here. You know what? Question, is his negation effect once per turn, or is it just once per scene?
Once per scene.
Once per scene? Okay. I cast Bestow Curse.
Ah, you're a dick. Spirit save?
Spare save.
His is not very good. What is he using? His build technically. Don't be like that, because he could have 1 left. He can also neg this using effort, because he does have 1 effort left.
He could.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. As I basically slap him across the chest, leaving a rune across his armor, as I do a short incantation, I can only assume just through sheer willpower, the rune just shatters.
I would say you see the handprint glow brightly as it just burns away the mark.
I'll just give him like a, oh, nice, kind of head nod.
You can concussive blasting him again?
Yeah, no, I'm just taking my hand, quickly shoving it right in his face, and just fire puff right in front of his face. Basically just like a small concussive explosion, just poof.
You see his head rock back forward as, like, you see just, actually, you did fire, so it'd be blood. You see him rock his head back forward as he just kind of shoulder bashes in your direction. Shards of water going your direction, or shards of ice going your direction, dealing a whopping 1 damage.
Okay, just some small grazes as I'm like,
It's like a shattering of, like, ice, to keep you back.
I'm gonna look over at him and go, Ezrath, I have fought demigods stronger than you. Come on. As just goading him on.
Alright, his turn again. And that was, what, 2 damage?
I can only assume he hears fucking Cole just gasping for air, bleeding profusely.
He hears nothing. He just hears murder. His turn again. Attack number 1. Attack number 1 hit. Attack number 2. Hit. Attack number 3. Miss. Reroll. Hit. 3 hits.
8, 9, 10. Okay.
So it does 10 damage to you. How much health do you have
I have
left?
6 hit points left.
Damn, he's actually not doing too bad.
He's not doing too bad, but I could have killed him easily.
Oh yeah, obviously, but you're a god and a mage. And he's just a warrior.
He probably knows that I'm holding back on him though.
Yeah, but he is pushing past his limits right now. He is immediately unlocked divine power, whereas Cole took time to learn the new power and solidify. He just forcefully just absorbed the new power and automatically just is going for it now.
I'm gonna take a look over at during my turn, but can I go ahead and do a free can I cast message as a free action by chance?
Sure.
Sending it over to Steve.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna go ahead and send a message over to Steve and say and say he's getting there closely. If I fall, make sure he doesn't actually kill me. As I'm going to go ahead and look over at him as I bring my hand up in front of Ezerath, I cast shield.
Okay, that's fine.
Let me go ahead.
So now you have what, negative?
I have -2.
Okay.
As I'm going to go ahead and take a look over, basically putting a barrier straight in front of us. As I bring my hand up, point it directly at Cole. As I go, your master dies now. As I quickly just use my Fray Dice and attack the area right around him, basically just to cast a smoke screen as if I just incinerated him.
Yeah.
Basically just sending bolts of magic to slam down and cause a massive explosion in the dirt, sending smoke through the air, just enclosing his area. Just to basically give the appearance. Do you want me to go ahead and roll a charisma check, by the way?
No, he's not really. He's just like blind rage at this point.
Okay. Yeah, that is going to be my turn.
All right, he's gonna attack 3 times again. But do you want to note the stipulation of that? Because he gets 2 attacks against a single target. The third is basically he can commit an effort for the day, and he gets an additional bonus attack every round. But he has to only fight against his rival. This does not work against mobs.
Fair enough.
His fright is going against mobs. Will only go against his rival and everything.
Fair enough.
Basically, it buffs him against a single target, but if he does not fight that specific target, he gets nerfed. Also, that extra attack every turn stops happening if he misses all of its attacks on a turn.
Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, but the thing is, though, he rolls every attack 3 times. And it's like a +5.
He has a D20 plus 3 plus 4 plus 3, so he would only have at this point a D20 plus 10.
He hit.
Wow.
You're on -2 and he hit. He rolled a fucking 20. Holy shit. He crit.
He crit. Let's go.
It doesn't actually roll the crit damage or anything like that, so I'm just gonna double it to 4 damage from that hit. Or should I roll his normal damage again?
Nah, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Okay.
It's still a lot of damage.
Yeah. So his second attack. It's a hit. 4 damage. That's a second crit, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
That's a second crit.
Oh wow. Would you say that goes under the stipulation of
I'm rolling his attacks first. I'm rolling all he missed his last one, but still.
Would you say that falls under the stipulation of surpassing your limits, doing 2 critical hits in a row?
Fucking yes! And do you know what his last attack was?
What?
A fucking 26! He rolled a 14 on that one, never mind. Oh, because it's the lower AC nowadays.
Uh-huh. I have -2 hit points, but I'm just fine, I'm unconscious.
Oh my god, dude, he just fucking went at you.
Yeah, then again, I could have killed him in the first turn if I really wanted.
Yeah, I know, but double crits though. And as you see him attack, his last attack, he doesn't... You see him just... As he brings on the sword, last attack, to cleave down on you, you see his body glow gold. His muscles bulge more as he slams the sword down in front of you.
Hold on. Actually, because I gave Steve the order, this is why he misses, because he's unconscious.
But so no, he doesn't. Like I said, he doesn't actually kill you with the last attack.
Well, yeah, but you know that's probably the reason why he missed, because he's fucking unconscious.
Hey, that's not how turn order works.
Well, yeah, but it's a held action.
I guess, yeah. Well, I mean, held action if you go down, correct?
Yeah. So the third.
He's
attack,
not down.
He would have downed me on the second attack.
Like I say, he's purposely. Well, he's leaving. Yeah, I guess.
I told him to try and kill me. So.
Yeah, fair.
So.
Just after the final hit, downing you, putting you low HP, he gets fucking whacked by 9 damage. By the way, you very.
Well, I'm sure it would have been just non-lethal.
You almost fucking insta-killed him, by the way.
Well, no, I'm sure it would have been non-lethal. Yeah. Just basically a concussive knockout. Just boom.
But you can see his body glowing gold. You see as you see him fall to the ground, knocked out. Not everyone would you have him feed 1 health potion to each, or just to, Cole? Both of them to Cole?
Yeah, both of them to Cole. Because Cole is fucking dying, dude. Cole is dying.
True. So you feed both the health potions to Cole.
Well, Steve does anyway. I'm still unconscious.
Yeah. So, you wake an hour or 2 later, and you see that, you're still in the clearing still, you know. Cole is kind of sitting there worried. Ezroth is
still unconscious.
You see he's still unconscious, but you see he doesn't look the same. You see him just like he looks stronger.
Nice.
You see he's been upgraded, let's say. And a little while later, about another half an hour later, you can see him wake up and stand up. He has this air around him now that he's not just the same man he was before. As he gains a lesser gift.
Let's go. Let me guess, Wizard's Red. No, Shattering Palm. Shattering Hand would be so good. Shattering Hand would be so good.
Like I said, it's not a combat ability, but outside of combat, it is probably the strongest constant ability in the entire game.
What?
He has influence now.
Oh, fucking what?
And he gains dominion every month.
What?
That he can. But let me finish. It can only be used on plausible change that can be aided by him or his in his background and stuff like that. So basically, you can do it to improve people and
he can make artifacts.
Do projects.
Nice.
That would work, yes.
Nice.
But we can make magic items. You
can
make
magic
items.
Nice. Very cool.
The ability is called People's Champion.
Nice.
And he is now he is the 3rd character so far in the campaign that has an ability from Lexicon.
Nice.
This one is the only one without the stipulation of blanks or anything, because it's peak human.
I can only assume basically when he wakes up, because I'm basically probably standing there talking to Cole, who's probably like, "Oh my god, Master, are you okay?" And I'm just like,
"Yeah, he's
no,
just
I'm fine."
He's like, "Yeah, are you all right?"
"Oh, no, I'm fine." And then we just see your boy over there, his eyes open up, instantly gets on up, shakily, just holding his sword, sees us over here. His master fine, perfectly fine, in fact. Actually, we never rolled health, did we? For the healing potions, did we?
No, it's 2d4 per health potion, right?
7 hit points, he's back up to max.
Well, yeah, actually, no, there should be more than that, because it would be +2 per.
He would have needed both. He would have needed both anyway.
Yeah. Ezra's now 1 HP, I guess, because he just woke up.
Yeah, he just woke up. We're both at 1 HP.
He seems kind of breathing heavily. He walks over to you and goes, "So, was that the kind of fight you were looking for?"
I'm gonna look at him and go, "Ezrath, you did surpass your limits, and that was the qualification for your newfound power." Oh, jeez. To be fair, I could have bested you very, very quickly, and I know you know that. But, but this was a necessary sacrifice to awaken your newfound power. Use it with stride. Now then, Cole, again, I apologize for literally putting holes in your chest. I hope that wasn't too uncomfortable. As much as I can say.
He nods, he goes, It was for a good cause, and, well, it's healed up now, so it's fine.
It's fine. I only have minor trauma.
Yeah. Also, the Alucard thing, I know what lesser gift I'm giving, Azeroth now.
Nice.
He's gonna roll 4 times per turn.
Oh my
per
God.
attack.
Holy shit.
It is.
I'm gonna go ahead and look up at Steve and go, find me something to siphon. Go into the woods.
He nods and walks off into the woods.
I'm just gonna basically sit there taking breathers as I look on over at Azarath and go, you know, for a knight, you're far more skilled than you used to be. I'm happy about that. But then again, keep in mind, Azarath, if I was truly your enemy, say I wasn't here, and you were having to fight someone of my skill level, you would not have been able to protect Cole. This is a failure. But there should be a way to see where you can improve.
He nods, kind of hefts his blade more and goes, My skills are strong, but my equipment could use an upgrade. I might have to contact some old friends of mine. It may have been ages, but I think they could lend a hand to this predicament.
He nods. Good. Inside the meantime, we shall rest. Cole, tend to your subordinates' wounds, please. We shall wait until Steve returns with something for me to drain the life force out of.
Also, I am very... I'll ask your opinion on Cat real quick. Should I give him the passive of Peak Human as well?
I would think so, yeah. I would say.
It increases all his stats to 13.
Yeah, I mean, that's not too bad.
1 gets increased to 18, though.
Oh, hey, strength. AO.
His strength's a 19, dude.
Oh, shit. Constitution.
Because the goal is Constitution.
Constitution AO.
So now he has the bound word of human. It'll get raised to 18 unless they're higher than that,
So, basically, we're just gonna wait until your boy gets back. I'm gonna drain all the animals that he brings, and then we're gonna get back on the horses and skedaddle back to the capital.
Also, I no longer feel bad for doing this.
Why?
Do you know what changes?
What?
He gains a bit more dex.
Oh, that's true.
And his constitution goes up to fucking 18!
Hey,
So he gains 2 extra health.
big health.
So it's 7, so now he has a maximum of 9 HP now.
Big health. Let's go.
Yep.
See, boys. People watching the VOD, you almost never see inside D&D games or other system games where people actually train their NPCs. I make it a goal to train and better my NPCs.
Why'd the music stop? Oh, activity. Okay. Keep watching. I just realized we're... Give me 1 second. Let me get you better music real quick. I just realized we're listening to the city music.
Oh, I'm stuck on dungeon.
Well, yeah, it's like the city dungeon music type thing.
Yes, we shall stop
That's a nice
heading
forest
out
music.
towards the capital.
Mm-hmm.
As
Using
Azarath
your
may be beaten up and battered, but call them learning wounds, you know.
Ah, we're a short rest. He's fine. He has enough constitution.
Yeah, that's fair.
He just...
Regardless, I feel like what can he be healed by like Cole? No, then
Cole can heal him. Yeah, he can do like a healing word, get him up to decent HP. That's just a level 1, now come back and like whatever. Because he doesn't really use his level 1s anymore. Actually, I'm gonna have Cole use a healing word.
It's like what, a D4? No, it's a D6, right? I think.
Healing word, I don't think it was a D4. I think it's healing word, so it's a D4. No, look it up.
I think it's a D4 plus your spellcasting modifier. Usually.
Healing word D4 plus spellcasting mod.
So it'd be like a D4 plus 2. Oh, nice 6. Let's go. He's back up to max.
2 plus 1. Yeah. Actually, yeah, his intelligence is only a plus 1 mod.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's still 5. He's basically up to max.
He's completely okay now. Yeah.
He's fine.
Well, his max HP is 9 now, actually, so he's a little bit off that now. But,
Yeah, but he's fine. He's not... Like, he doesn't have his ribs shattered anymore or anything along those lines.
Yeah, that's true. He's feeling a lot better now.
I feel like the biggest takeaway I wanted to give Esarath here is, number one, if someone wanted to kill Cole and they had the capacity to, he would be worthless to fight against them in his current state, so improve. And two, push himself beyond his limits so he can unlock this new fucking power. And there's no one who can do that safely but me. So, yeah.
So you see him, he feels a lot more prepared now. He's like, I will get stronger. I will get better.
Newly motivated.
He's much more motivated now, yeah. You can see him kind of mulling over, like I said earlier, he's going to contact some old friends of his to get some new gear made.
I'm sure his clarity of mind is now much more solidified as we're going through. Yeah.
You can feel besides that, like, he has, so... What's your charisma?
My charisma's 16.
He has one less charisma than you.
Yeah.
Like, by itself. So he has even stronger, just, like, sense of influence around him now. He has 3 influence now, just to chill out there. And he has, well, he needs to be a month from gaining Dominion, but yeah. He'll be gaining Dominion now.
Nice.
Let me check one more thing. Okay, it's just a single point in Dominion every month.
Yep. It's gonna take him a while to make anything, but oh boy. Wait, can't he also make heroes too, technically? He can make apprentices himself.
I would say he can teach people, like, strifes. He can teach people Drowning Tide using Dominion.
I guess, okay.
That is actually mechanic, by the way. That's why I let you give him another strife by doing Dominion.
Fair enough, I suppose.
He can essentially also, he can use Dominion and influence to, like, buff people, like how you did as well, like how you did to him. He can do that kind of thing.
He can give a fragment of his own divine power out. I see.
He trains them.
Yeah.
He just trains them up. I know I say he can use his influence on shenanigans. Anyway, though.
Go ahead.
Calling some favors in and such. Anyway, though.
So, heading over there. The only thing we're doing is heading over there.
Yeah, it's a nice quiet ride. You can see Azeroth once in a while has, like a pen out. He's like, inkwell. He's writing. On horseback, yes, he's quite an impressive man now. Mm-hmm. He's fucking terrifying because his stat array is all at minimum 13.
He's a beefy boy. He's a beefy boy.
He has a 19 strength, 18 con, and the rest are like 14s and 15s primarily. So he's fucking brutish. He's smart. He's legitimately.
He's an old man in a young man's body. What
he is terrifying.
Hercules, basically.
He's an anime protagonist.
He is, yeah. He is an anime protag.
Yes. Anyway, though, so you're riding off. It's a pretty calm, pretty gentle ride. Eventually you enter into the capital. Mm-hmm. The guard comes out and gives you a nice large pole arm and like a basic pole axe type thing. Mm-hmm. What is your business here?
I'm gonna go ahead and take out the letter and go. All of the details should be right here that you will need. I have an audience with the High Archpriest.
He looks at it. You can kind of look very surprised. He goes, yes, I got word that should be arriving. Give me one moment. You see him walk. He has the letter, so he walks into his little, like, outpost thing. And you hear him, you hear him write some stuff down. Your book closes. You see him walk back out again. He hands it back to you. All right, you're clear to go. The guards at the temple will know you're coming, so you should be let right in.
I'll nod as I take the letter back, and we'll just trot along through the city.
Okay. As you ride through the city, so the occasional priest that sees, they look at you like, oh, because the priests here would know generally who you are, as that's information spread in the capital quite quickly.
Really? Like ahead of us?
No, more just like the ones in the capital will know of who you are, not by what you did in the town.
Oh, just because I'm like well known within my own territory. Okay.
From the Theocracy of Galar. Like,
so
it's
like my visual appearance is somewhat known. Yeah.
Yes.
Probably from the mask and the overall clothing.
Yeah. Yeah, like they know, like, and also like apparently you have a holy symbol on your, the symbol of like the Theocracy of Galar on you, and so they see that like, oh.
It's probably on my cloak, more than likely.
An emissary of, Galar. Another one who garners a bit of attention is actually both your companions. Cole, you can see like a mage once in a while. They seem like, huh, he's quite powerful. And because you see the occasional mage, you see like, maybe 4 or 5 on your journey through. Most of them are fledgling, someone with maybe a few parlor tricks, like an illusion mage, 3 parlor tricks. Um, Maybe the occasional con man with some enchantment magic. No one even close to the skill or the talent of Cole.
It seems.
You see a paladin he sees the mark of the handprint on Ezrath, and he kind of gives the nod of respect before continuing walking. As that is the symbol, or was the symbol of the paladin captain you had seen, or not paladin captain, but the knight you had seen previously, and he was known for being quite, an honorable and stubborn as an ox kind of person. Eventually, you arrive at the large marble temple. I'm guessing you dismount your horses.
Yeah, hitch them outside where appropriate and go and head on in.
Yeah, a stable hand comes over. Some of the workers there kind of bring your cart somewhere safe, and they bring what's into the stable, to be taken care of while you're in there, and you enter into the temple. The moment you enter in, a priest walks over to you. Ah, distinguished guests, right this way. He is waiting for you.
Follow him. Let's go. That is different music. Oh yeah, I've used this one before.
Yeah. You can just feel like the heavenly aura of the place. You can hear the occasional priest writing as you can see books all around you as you walk through. Eventually leading to a small room with a short man, but you can feel the energy radiating, like as if it's a brick wall. Like the amount, like you can feel the magic basically create like a dome around it. Or not magic, you can feel the divine energy create a dome around him essentially. While invisible to the naked eye, or invisible to even someone like Cole, you who is sensitive to divine power can notice it quite clearly. The high priest of Elia is sitting there waiting for you. He has white robes, and he's sitting there just sipping a cup of tea while reading a book. He looks up to you and goes, "Ah, you've arrived. I have heard word of what you did. Yeah, I have heard word that you slayed a demon, or that the demon was slayed thanks to you, or slain thanks to you. God damn it, I cannot fucking English here. Anyway,
I'm going to take some steps inside, getting everyone inside of the room. As I go over, I'm assuming there's. You said he's sitting at like a desk area, basically.
He's at a table. He's like it's a meeting room kind of thing. He's waiting for you to come in.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take a seat at the table across from him.
How many? Or is it just you, Cole, and Ezrath, or is it Steve as well?
Me. Yeah, Steve's in here as well.
Okay. There is a cup, there's a small teacup for each of you as well. And he goes, "Would any of you like a glass? Would any like a cup of tea?"
I'll nod. Sure.
He pours it quite nicely for you. I sit down. Cole and Ezrath are gonna nod as well. He pours one for each of them. Steve is gonna, kind of put the hand up like, "It is all right." He'll nod to him. Do you sip the tea?
Not yet.
Okay. He seems, he goes, you see him refill his own cup. He puts the teapot back down as you see him just sip it. And he looks in, because he wasn't told why, he wasn't really told why you want, actually, you can see him. So you've come here to form an alliance, I assume?
To forge diplomatic relations, yes. As you may have known, as you said, I have vanquished your parasite god that's infected one of your surrounding cities. With quite ease, I might add. And I did this not for reward, but for a gesture of goodwill. Hopefully, our nation, with your alliance, could very well foster quite the powerful territory. You providing us assistance and means of travel throughout your territory, and we ourselves obviously providing support in any which way we can. I know that your deity is a god of mercy, I am not, and forgive me, I am not as well versed in your deity's powers as my own. I can only assume you can provide medical support, supplemental support to the armies, as well as general well-being throughout the more impoverished areas of our lands.
He nods to you. Humanitarian aid is something we are quite good at, and we do also have connections with quite a few other neutral nations. If you were to need their services, we can always put you in contact with them. And due to your efforts in helping our lands, we'll be sure to send over missionaries to spread aid.
Now, do keep in mind we are quite fervent in our beliefs. I can only hope these missionaries wouldn't be there also to spread, well, their faith, as I'm sure many missionaries heading out to other nations does have a priority to do so, at least to some extent.
No, they'll be sent out to spread aid, first of all, and second, to forge an alliance, a strong alliance between us. May our people grow fond of each other and see our nations as brothers in arms to fight against those would see to fight against those who would see both nations destroyed.
I'm sure that you've heard of our exploits of expansion. I'm hoping that this doesn't worry your people.
Yes, I have heard exploits of your expansion, and I also know that you were not the original aggressor in that case, and the ones you're aggressing on aren't exactly well liked by even neutral nations.
I can say with quite a bit of courage that we have pushed their line back on our territory, straight back towards their center. Removed their buffer zone, per se. With some assistance, I fear we could very well take the final push we may need. In due time, of course. I'm not trying to give any inclination that we are asking for assistance in war, of course. However, as a thought for the future. As you may know, we have many enemies, as anyone else does. And it would be wiser to have friends in many strong places than having foes stacked around you.
Have you guys sipped the tea at any point?
I have not yet.
Okay. Don't worry, it's not poisonous.
It has nothing to do with it. He's just focused on this shit. He doesn't drink when he's focused.
That's fair. So he's gonna look over and go, even if it comes down to it, we would not be opposed to helping you in war. Although, our people aren't exactly the greatest at offense. We do tend to have quite strong defensive abilities, so that the goddess's light may show mercy upon our allies.
If you can provide units that can provide support to our back rows, I'm sure you know our skills are better suited to creating legions of undead that can mow down our enemies and replenish their forces over time, easily just through conflict alone. Now, I know many clerics of other lands see undead as obscene and, well, unsightly, barbaric even. This is why we have gotten quite a bad reputation inside some lands. But I am here to reassure you. Necromancy is an art that restores the vitality to the ones who have fallen in battle, to bring them over to a better cause. Our cause. Saving the lives of our men, who... to put it plainly, I would rather not waste the lives of our countrymen on the front lines when I can use our enemies to fight against each other instead. Conservation of human life is... and elven, orcish. Whoever is fighting. Conservation of life, I'm sure, is something we can both agree on.
He nods.
So, inside this case, I feel if you can provide us support, we can also provide you with military assistance. Should you get attacked, we would come running. A defensive alliance, as well as a military one, I feel would benefit us both. We could take the role of your front lines, you could take the role of our back support units, our medics, our clergy, saving the manpower of some of our more dedicated clerics and priests to provide more ritualistic endeavors, such as raising the fallen, as well as increasing the defenses, while you all can focus on running our support lines, healing the sick, improving the durability and effectiveness of our own legions. I feel like this combination would do wonders. As a support corps on your end, and an offensive one on ours. I'm not saying we should intertwine our military, but if we have a defensive alliance, we can pick up where the other one is weakest, against our neighbors who we know, and I think we can both agree, many of which could have plans of aggression, and many of which even now we know, such as the theocracy to our south is quite aggressive. What say you as a representative of your nation?
He nods a couple times. I must speak to the goddess about it, but in my personal humble opinion, he reaches out a hand. I think you said makes sense, and I would like to form a pact, a defensive and offensive pact with your father's theocracy. If one of us is attacked, the other will help defend. And if one needs to attack, then the other shall assist.
I will put a hand out, shake it, and go, I will speak with my father as well. We will send a representative towards your nation soon to solidify and sign the agreement. Of course,
nods.
We can also work on setting up emissaries inside embassies, inside the capitals of both of our nations to allow for better progress. I feel like this alliance will do marvelous. We can work out the finer details once the politicians get their hands on the paperwork.
He nods. May the bonds of our countries grow strong. May we all be prosperous together.
He nods and shakes his hand as he takes a sip of the tea there afterwards.
You feel quite nice and warm. You can see he's like imbued with maybe a trace of holy magic, just making you feel nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay.
Just a very nice cup of tea.
He's gonna say, I must venture back home now. I hope that this is not a inconvenience. I suppose I wouldn't be able to speak to the goddess of this land anytime soon. So if you would do me a favor, pass along my appreciation and a welcome for doing our neighborly duties in your land.
He nods to you. I'll make sure to pass along the message. And for your duty, although I am aware that you did it out of a peace offering and offering an olive branch. But I'd be remiss if I did not offer you any kind of reward for your achievements.
He's gonna go ahead and raise his hand. He's like, no, no. It is perfectly fine. I do not need any form of reward. We are simply neighbors. Assisting one another is what we do. We over in the Theocracy of Glar seek to extend our reach and hold on to the friends that we hold dear. Kinship is what we seek to forge, and I feel this is one mighty step in the direction. So, consider it unnecessary to reward me. I am simply doing my neighborly duty. Now, if you will excuse me, as I begin to go ahead and get on up.
He nods to you and goes, I bid you safe travels, and may you visit our lands again soon. It was good meeting you.
I'm gonna go likewise. Head on out. I'm gonna go to the front, get on our horses, and right there in the middle of fucking town, just rip a fucking portal open and just walk through. Close it behind us. Let it be a big dick move. That word spread.
They're surprised, and they're like, and the word does spread that, that their new ally, the word does spread fairly quickly, like, the, not treaty being signed yet, but the talks being started, and that, that the two countries are going to be hand in hand, strong bond being made between them, and how powerful the Theocracy of Galar is.
I'm going to, once we get back into our sanctuary,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hop off the horses after we close the gate, and I'm gonna look back over at Chance and Hans and go, take the horses back to the stables. I must go speak with my father. I'm gonna look over at the priest who normally sits here also, and I'm gonna go, Sir Priest, has my father given any word since I've been gone about the artifact that I've retrieved? Any new updates?
He says, quite a powerful artifact, and he is still attempting to fully release its power. It should only be a few days until it's fully revealed that to him.
Understood.
And fully cleansed of its corruption.
Is my father in his quarters, or is he inside the study, in some other chamber? Do you happen to have any idea?
He's in his study. He should be quite happy that you were back and safe and sound. When he heard that you were injured, he was quite worried about you.
Spread word throughout the temple. Peace and a diplomatic alliance is being forged with our neighbors. The mission was successful, a rousing success. Spread word throughout the temple. I'm going to go inform my father as we speak. As I turn around and look at everyone else and go, the rest of you, dismissed, I suppose. I will be going to speak with my father. As I go ahead.
Jensen's have already left to put the horse back where they're supposed to go. That priest, you see him write it down and just run out to go tell a town crier or something. To spread the news to everyone. And then I'm guessing you go off to see your father?
I'll go straight to the study.
Okay. You open the door, you can see him in more casual clothes than normally, and maybe just a simple black robe with his glasses, with like a small magnifier on it as you see him tinkering with the object, with like an small arcane object. Just you see him slowly messing the amulet, working with magic as he slowly rids it of corruption.
We are alone here, right? It's like a private study. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead as I walk on in. I'm gonna take off my mask after I shut the door. Just gonna stick it on my belt as I walk on over to where he's sitting. Is there a chair right next to him?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna sit down at the table with him and go, Father, I have great news.
You kind of jump a little bit like, you're back. I was worried sick about you.
Oh, pardon, but I have great news. The mission has been a rousing success.
He gives a warm response to you. I'm glad, but I do wish you would refrain from risking your life.
True, Father. However, I could not let the scourge of a parasite god go resting throughout one of our neighbors. I felt it would be a peak opportunity to seize and use to forge the diplomatic relations that we've seeked. I know that was a passing, optional endeavor, as the missionaries were our primary goal, but I can tell you, Father, it has been such a rousing success. Let me tell you of my exploits. You see, after we sent the individuals back, the missionaries back home, we ventured off into the hills to find a keep of a sort. Inside was the parasite god that had been ravaging the entire town. Not ravaging per se, but infecting it. Its influence spreading throughout the nearby land and being warded off by only a singular ghost and some rudimentary sigils and such, but that wasn't necessarily the one that was keeping it back. This paladin of the god of that land was holding back the parasite god's corruption. Not his power, but merely the corruption from spreading, halting it. I spoke with the ghost, and it wanted nothing more than us to stop it. I did not per se care what its opinions were, but I was planning on killing it anyway, so I gave it my reassurance. We went inside, fought this pompous parasite god. He was wearing a suit. He was ballsy, boasting how the parasite god we had fought previously in our journey, about a month or two ago, was nothing more than a fledgling, a mere peasant comparatively, and he himself was a noble. I don't know necessarily if I believe that, given how easy he was to defeat, but I will say he was powerful, much, much more powerful than the first. But we ended up fighting it. It was nearly invulnerable for quite a while. I analyzed its combat and its powers, ripping away its abilities with my own understanding of sorcery, casting runes and incantations via theurgy that would bind its vulnerability to magic, allowing us to actually do anything at all to it. After that was the case, we ended up defeating it quite quickly. It was pitiful almost seeming like turning from such a refined monster to nothing more than a ravaging beast. Primal, almost. But we survived with almost no injury. Except for myself, but I was fine. But we ended up defeating it. Shortly thereafterwards, right after the conflict, I had sent the artifact back with you. But I still had more to do. We went out, found the ghost again, and apparently it seems that ghost had to have had some form of massive power. He gave a boon over to Ezrath, from one warrior to another, it seemed, and it was quite spectacular. But it was unlocked at the time. I had spoken to the paladins who were guarding the surrounding area, and due to my exploits defeating the parasite god and ridding them of the curse and plague across their city, I got audience with their high priest of the land inside the capital. I took a pathway all the way back home, towards the capital. And on the way there, Ezrath seemed perplexed, baffled. I took it upon myself to go ahead and try my best to understand what he was struggling with. He was perplexed as to what this new power was, and how to unlock it, that there was something on the tip of his tongue, but he couldn't do anything about it. So I pulsed my power through him, trying to understand, get a glimpse if I was able to probe deep within his body. And I found the answer. It seems the power to be unlocked via pushing himself straight to the edge, to the brink. And I knew no better way than to do it myself. So instead of having a rival that could actually kill him, I felt it would be best to push him to his own limits myself. Even if it endangered my own life, I still had Steve there to put the brakes on. So we made a battlefield. I staged an attempt on Cole's life. Cole was in on it, and I had all the preparations for him to survive. He was perfectly fine. I did end up stabbing him straight through the chest with my vampiric touch, which did nearly kill him on the spot, but I was careful. Very, very careful. Made sure to miss all of his most important vitals. But it was enough to be very convincing. Since, keep in mind, Azarath's only real goal is to protect Cole's life and train him. Me destroying his master and telling him to fight me with intent to kill caused him to fly into a frenzy. Steve was, of course, standing on the sidelines. I fought Azarath tooth and nail. Of course, I held back a substantial margin. I could have won easily within the first couple of seconds, 30, 20, doesn't matter. But he landed attacks, and it hurt quite a bit, but I was standing after many, 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 many blows. Him only be able to really graze me on many occasions. However, after pushing him further and further to the brink, almost killing him myself and pushing his mental state as far as I could, he finally did it. He surpassed his limits, Father. He unlocked the power he needed. And he took me down. Now I let him, but that's besides the point. Steve stepped in, knocked him unconscious, and tended to all of us. Cole, perfectly fine, as we'd picked up some health potions from the paladins before we defeated the parasite god, which got Cole completely back up to peak physical condition. And Cole, having some medical skills of some sort, he managed to patch me up as well as Steve's assistance. And then I made sure that Steve knew not to put any lasting injury on Azarath and purely just concuss him down into a subdued state. But everything turned out well. He's brimming with life. His vitality is insane. He's truly become, the only way I can describe it is peak human. I can see how he'd be substantially stronger now than even he was before the battle. But I explained to him, if this truly was a real threat, even he as he is would not be able to defeat them. Especially since I myself, if someone was comparable to myself, they wouldn't be holding back. And his master would have died. He himself would have died. He's been filled with newfound vigor to train, to improve. I'm so proud of him. But anyway, after that whole excursion, we went over to the capital. I managed to meet up with the archpriest and, well, with some smooth talking and quite a bit of negotiation. He's given us everything we could want. A support corps. Of course, we'll have to send diplomats over and make embassies and whatnot and do the official paperwork. But the broad strokes here are such. They will provide us support and a defensive and offensive alliance, as long as we provide them the fighting capacity, so to speak, in a similar way, as they are far in excess proficient in being support units and support corps, but we hold the power at the front lines, but we lack a lot of the support that they could offer. A match made in the heavens. He came out ecstatic at the whole situation, and I played everything I did off as merely a token of friendship. I couldn't care less about helping their nation necessarily, but making them have the impression that I'm simply here on affection of goodwill, hopefully to strengthen the ties between our nations, I felt was a clever position to hold. But yes, after that we just teleported back home. I can only ask, is this all to your pleasing?
He nods. You've done very well. Forging a strong bond with her nation is extremely important, and I'm glad your knight has gained so much power. It's been many years since I've seen someone who could be considered that level of strength among mortals. Train him well and keep him by your side. He will grow to be quite powerful.
All I can ask for, now is just like last time. Give me a challenge. Once again, I wish only to make you proud. I have so much excitement for these tasks. My goal is to go above and beyond for the church, same as I've always done. My fervor has no barriers. I seek only to bring glory to the temple. And if there's any way I can increase the power of our lands, I would gladly do so.
You see him think and go, I do believe that there is a trial that could test your limits. If you're prepared for it.
Of course, and anything.
He puts a hand on her shoulder.
Now,
rest.
Just sends me to a Debbie plate.
Rest here for a while. Train your magic and train your men with their new powers. Collect some minor items for them, minor necessities. Prepare well for the challenge ahead. You might not survive. But I trust you enough, and I trust in your abilities to believe that you will be able to survive and grow stronger because of it.
May I ask what the details on this are? Am I going to a different nation? Am I fighting a foe here? Am I being sent off to a different plane? Can I have any information on this trial so I may prepare myself?
I would like you to cleanse a tomb within our territory.
Dungeon run. Dungeon run.
Yeah, basically.
Dungeon run. Okay.
And in that tomb is contained something very powerful. It'll be your first... Well, it'll be your second experience with the power of, well, your uncles. It's not one of them in amongst themselves, but connected to one of them.
Again, Father, I don't remember you speaking of many of my uncles. If you did, I don't recall. Which one am I going up against?
As I said, it is not one of the uncles themselves, but instead...
Well, yes, a friend.
An old servant of one of them that has gone mad with time and power.
Oh, nice. And are they... and do they hold divine power, or are they simply a hero of some form?
He looks at you and goes... Oh. Play back on that.
Ayo? Oh no, you're fine. Give my guard. It's still going on mine.
Okay, good. He looks you in your eyes and says, the servant does hold divine power. And not one that you fought previously, but one that once you see it, you'll know quite well.
Oh boy, okay. He nods. Yes, of course. How long do I have to prepare?
He thinks, I'll give you 2 months.
2-month
Prepare?
time skip?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, you already had a 1 or 2 month time skip previously.
Fair enough. Training.
Some Dominion for you and for
Oh, yeah.
Azeroth to get geared to shit. And do you, after he says that, what do? You go back to your room and start training?
I'm going to look at him and go, of course, I will be prepared right away. If you ever need me, of course, summon me.
He looks to you with a nice, warm smile on his face. I am so very proud of you, son. And everything you have accomplished in such a short period of time.
Yeah, that's all he wanted to hear.
Father's approval.
It's like he's like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like inside the back of his head. He's doing that little like fucking jump up fist bump. Just, yeah. No, he's gonna look over at him with a smile on his face and go, "That is all I ever wish to do. Thank you." As he's going to go ahead and go up to the door and say, "Now, if you will excuse me, I have training to get to."
He nods. And in the morning, I should be able to be done with this artifact. Judging by its power, it should do you quite well.
He nods, takes the mask off of his hip, puts it back on his face. As he goes, I look forward to seeing its power.
And goes back to working.
I will open the door and leave. I am gonna spend the next fucking month just training Cole and studying magic. Like when Cole's working with Ezerath, I'm gonna be studying magic myself. When he's not, it's gonna be hard and fast. Push, push, push.
I would say you, in terms of Azeroth, he's sparring less. You can see him organizing like the general guards around the temple and stuff like that. You can see him. He's like, he's so much, because before he was de-aged and he had more energy. But now you see he's revitalized.
Well, yeah, I don't think he has the rank to do that though necessarily.
He's friends with now, who's high ranking, so that's fine. Yeah. Like he doesn't need the rank. He just has the experience enough to like, you know, he's spreading wisdom and stuff like that amongst them. You know, sparring matches and stuff like that.
I can only assume Ezerath is training Cole in like physical activity, like physical training, mental training, strategy, that kind of shit. And I'm just over here just like, all right, focus on that mana. Push.
You know what the funny thing is?
What?
Cole isn't actually like weak or anything.
No, he's not.
11 strength ain't bad. Like he's not like scrawny, but he's not like beefy or anything. He's like, you know, well, he's a footman. You know, he's doing okay. He's actually pretty fast.
Well, yeah, but I'm sure Ezerath is like just basically physical upkeep, giving him tactics, refining his like learning, so he can be basically both physically fit, a leader, as well as, you know, giving him the principles of experience. You know. Yeah.
He's teaching him what it means to be truly like a champion. Yeah, be someone who leads, the army.
Versus me, who's like all spellcraft. Like I'm not giving him any pointers on like how to be a leader, how to be a man, all this shit. No, it's just straight up like here's a magic text. Read through it. We're gonna go through the lessons in it, and then go out to the, that's like half the day for him. The other half for the days I have him are basically just go out into the field and just push harder, be able to summon more magic, and then condense that shit down and then do it again. Just quality. Yeah. Teach him how to control his magic, get new magic, etc. Basically, get him to where he's, because I know he's not going to have it yet, but getting him to the point where he's ready for that next spell slot. We're getting him to where he's training for level 3. He's not there yet.
Yeah, he's getting there, but he's not quite there yet.
No, but he's not physically capable of doing level 3 yet, but this training will get him there. And myself, I'm spending these next 2 months learning evocation.
God damn it.
up to a mastery skill, because I spent the first month last time learning evocation to a novice. Now I am an archmage.
God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only giving you to a certain level of evocation though.
Well, yeah, but it's
very
just
out
part
hand.
of the perfection of
Yeah.
understanding. I can learn
I know.
it really fast.
I know. It's just like I don't want to give you just all the magics because you will become incredibly powerful.
Well,
It
yeah.
makes me impossible
Well,
to
I
kill.
still have to have like someone who knows how the fuck to do it, and he's already an archmage in
True.
He's
Evocation.
already an archmage in evocation. He can actually teach me evocation
Actually,
magic.
I would say your level of evocation is capped at whatever level of evocation he is at.
Yeah.
Okay, good. You can go to level 2 evocation spells then.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point.
Cool. They're actually less powerful on you than they are on him, though.
That is very true, yeah.
Especially once you level 5, you can start multicasting them. Especially Scorching Ray.
But at least
and the
I
Scorching
wouldn't-
Rays do more damage,
But at
too,
least
'cause
I
it's
won't
the
have
Hellfire
to
stuff.
go through and, like, you know, use effort to cast these spells anymore. You know what I mean?
That's true. It makes life a little bit easier.
That's my
makes
point.
life a little bit easier.
But yeah. That is, I would suppose, the end of the stream.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, again, thank you guys so very much for watching the VOD, as well as sitting in for the actual stream itself. Keep in mind, we do this every single Wednesday, 10 p.m. EST, unless something for some reason happens. But, of course, you guys can be updated with that over on the Discord. If you guys want to join the Discord, I'm posting inside chat right now. Or you can head over to twitch.tv/Vostal_DMG, and it's right down there inside the panels and over into the links sections. You guys can find the Discord right fucking there. Join the Discord, join the community. We're a bunch of fucking nerds over here. We have so much fun indeed. And Godbound has been an amazing experience. I've been really enjoying just fucking training these NPCs and really forging that bond, and just progressing as this fledgling Godbound. Now, keep in mind, boys, I kind of feel like so far we're not necessarily getting to the point where we're super evil yet, but trust me, boys, it's an evil campaign, but they're story arcs. We're getting there.
Because it's gonna be less of just the I murder everyone kind of evil, and just more of the you're an evil. You're not like
do whatever it takes for this fucking nation.
Yeah. You're gonna burn cities down. Oh my
gladly.
God.
If
I
I'm
know.
to.
Oh my God. Eventually, I know when you get to a higher level, I'm gonna give you another lexicon power, and I know exactly which one I'm gonna give you.
Hey yo, let's go. We could save that for when we get it. But anywho, boys, of course, let's go ahead and describe ourselves for anyone who may be watching this on the VOD and may be interested in checking us out. I am Fossil_DMG. I'm a D&D themed demigod only VTuber. And we do lots of silly little variety stream gaming around here, as well as Godbound and other TTRPGs occasionally. Godbound definitely every single Wednesday, 10 p.m. EST. You guys can find my schedule over on Twitter, which is at Vostal_DMG. As well as I am joined here usually on both Saturday for Boys Night, as well as when we do our Godbound game, James, aka Lich of Headpats, up here. You can find him over at twitch.tv/Lich of Headpats. All one word. No weird underscores or anything like mine. If you want to go ahead and describe yourself to the chat, feel absolutely free to.
I am I'm a Lich variety game streamer. Occasionally I play other games like roguelikes or whatever I'm feeling. Might get back into some, Wrath of the Righteous or something to actually be a Lich and play some fucking Pathfinder essentially.
Yep.
But at this point, most of my time involved in Twitch is our Boys Night with Voss, of course, or DMing this game. And it is very lovely to run. It's been a lot of fun. Actually, it has made me want to run like Godbound. It's really
exactly.
Nice.
It's been a really, really good campaign. I've been really enjoying it. The story arcs is where we're going. I can already feel we're very different characters from when we started. We've really broken through the mold of being this nervous little kid that's kind of been progressing up to the point where we're at currently. It's been a good story arc so far, and I'm really excited to see where it goes forward. Also, if you guys want to support the stream, go over to the Patreon, which is patreon.com/Fossil_DMG. Snag yourself some D&D classes, races, all that good shit. You find some battle maps and even damn near full-length adventures. Like one-shots and such length for like encounters or basically multi-session encounters in its entirety. You guys can find all that over there at, again, patreon.com/Boston_DMG. You guys can get all of that, all the content that's on there for as little as $5 a month, or you can just, if you want to just support, $1 a month, and that's it. And you can also get a whole bunch of other tiers, like me running you inside D&D and so on and so forth, or getting custom races, stat blocks, encounters, all this other good shit, if you guys are so inclined to going higher tiers. But again, I greatly appreciate all of you for watching. Thank you guys so much. We're going to go ahead and end it here. I will see you guys back here tomorrow, 10 p.m. EST, for what we have scheduled tomorrow.